Speaking of nightmare fuel, what happened last game? Yes.
Good segue.
Last time on Out of the Abyss, you all decided to take on the quest that the DM gave you and find Droki, who is supposedly working for the Grey Ghosts, which is the Thieves Guild of Gracklestuk. You followed him into the West Cleft district, where you found the entrance to the legendary, myth-like Whirlstone tunnels, a strange cavern where the walls have spiral patterns that seem to naturally occur in the stone. And as you went through there, exploring, following the tracks of Droki, you know he went in there. You don't know where he went, though. But you heard the familiar sound. Worship Buppido, worship Buppido. And you came, speaking of nightmare fuel, you entered the lair of Buppido, which was a cavern knee deep with dead and a gruesome, grisly altar. And the little form of whom you once thought dead, though seemed to have been stalking you for a while, Buppido, relishing in the gore of the recently deceased. And he attacked you. And you were all horrified by this. He attacked you, he summoned, using the power of the altar that he had erected in his name. He sent after you shambling zombies, but you were able to survive, though you discovered as you cast your magic that weird and unexplainable, unpredictable effects were happening, and it was more dangerous to you than Buppido was. But you did manage to survive, and as you defeated him, a little ghost of a little gnome, a deep gnome, popped his little head out. He explained that he was a victim of Buppido and thanked you for killing the monster, though asked that you lay his remains to rest in his home Blingden stone. But you looked around and realized it would be very difficult to discover whose remains were what. And I don't remember if I had him tell you this, but I'm going to just repeat myself if I did. If not, then you need to know this information. He suggested that he typically wears an obsidian ring on his hand, and he did notice that his ghost noticed after his body was horribly mutilated, his severed hand with the obsidian ring scuttled off out of the cavern, and he's sure that if you go that way, you'll eventually find it. And
Yeah, she
that's
did say that.
actually where we left off. You haven't really explored the room yet. We had to end. We were running short on time. But yeah, so you are all now in the remains of his lair, and you notice that there is the guts and the gore is kind of all arranged in intricate, messy, swirly patterns similar to the ones you've been seeing before. And you see large stone slabs with writing scrawled across them in blood and gore. What are you guys doing?
I would like to look at the loot.
Can you click on it?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've already looked at it.
Okay,
What's
don't take
inside?
everything yet until people get to see what it is.
Yes.
I thought about it, and I realized that you guys deserve more money.
Excellent. Well, I will say that the tankard of sobriety has caught my eye.
Also, I can split all the currency between all of you.
I just did that.
Oh, you already did it? Okay, so
It
you...
was a pretty button. Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
I pressed the pretty button.
Okay.
The moon touched hilt. Seems interesting.
sus-looking pot.
Oh yes, I finally have
Very
gold.
Sussy.
Jamich would like the I would like the Tinker to Sobriety, if
Ooh,
you guys wouldn't mind.
that is okay. I will take their slay, maybe.
There's
Oh.
2 arrows of slaying.
I will take one and share the other one with Cora.
Aww.
Do we already know what these do?
I'm gonna say that anything that's magical, you will be
I'll just identify.
identifying. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I go. This pot just looks suspicious. Is it a magical pot at all?
It's magical.
Okay. I identify the sus-looking pot. What do I find out?
You find out that this pot is perfect for planting something in.
This pot looks suspicious. Pots make a
Yes.
very good planter.
Does
I
indeed
know.
just look like a garden plot.
It's very suspicious.
It looks suspiciously normal in the Underdark.
Yes. Which is very suspicious indeed. The worst type of suspicious. I recommend throwing it away, but I'm not going to
Don't
stop
you
anybody if they grab it.
Dare throw
You
away
dare.
items that I have made for you. Don't.
Oh, this is
you
useless.
I'll throw a bonsai
One
in it.
second.
Oh, this is a perfect. Okay. As you're looking at this sus-looking pot,
Mhm.
you hear a little voice. That's a really good-looking pot.
Jesus Christ. Oh, Morden Christ. Oh, gosh.
You all hear this, and then you hear another little.
Why are you?
Yeah, that
why
is a
there
really
more
nice
voices?
looking pot.
Why are there
I
voices? Does
I
it-
really like that pot. I'd love to nestle my roots in that pot. Hey, I saw it first.
Well, that's not fair.
Can everybody else hear? these
Everyone
voices?
hears this.
And
Where's
should I
it
look
coming
for the
from?
source? Yeah.
It is coming from all around you because the boon that you have been gifted,
Friends.
you can now understand and speak to fungi as if you are under the Speak with Plants spell, and they all regard you as friendly.
What a bad time for Gnome not to be here.
I know.
I know.
I'm so
Aw.
disappointed because I can't. It's regional, okay? It's a regional thing.
Yeah.
I give out the arrows of slaying to after I'm done identifying. Oh, also, Cora, can I borrow a pearl?
I thought Cora gave you
You
a
just-
pearl.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah.
rudely rolled it back to me and rejected my gift.
That's also true.
Cora is actually, she's going to not even look at you when you say that, and she's just gonna reach her hat into her bag and just kind of hold it out for you to take.
I thought we were. That's all was alright. Grab it. Start
Thought you
identifying
two made
everything.
up.
Give out the arrow of slaying. I go, oh, this is a very shiny gemstone. I pass it over to shine it, pass it over to Cora.
Cora looks at it,
Yeah.
shrugs, and just puts it in her bag.
Stop! I'm a cancer. Stop!
Jimmy wipes a tear from his eye. Grab moon touched hilt. Somebody can put this on their sword and it becomes moon touched and you can see stuff with it. Also, probably really good. I don't know that. Never mind. James doesn't know that.
I mean,
It looks like a moon.
I'm all about swords and moons and stuff like that, but I'm not the best at wielding it, so it might be better to go to someone else.
But I made it for you. Like literally made it for you.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
I thought it was
Wow,
obvious.
Jocelyn, this has your name on it. Wow.
What?
Here you go.
You guys,
I
I sit
Yeah.
there.
It has the name of your god. That's crazy.
Yeah,
How
I
did
should have
that
been more
work?
clear. It has Illustrier written all over it.
And finally, we have this. What's it called the Wand of Conducting. You basically have 3 chances to, every time you wave it. And as I wave it, the orchestra starts to play.
What song is playing?
Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I cannot dream. I cannot sleep tonight. And I'm like, oh, okay.
You're
my
an
bad.
And Yaslin starts dancing.
Wait, how do
And
emo
and I'm
stands?
like, oh, yeah. It's very low key. Like 2-step in it. Yeah. Exactly. And I go, oh, it only has 2 more uses per day before it crumbles into dust, so there's only 1 more use because I just waved it accidentally. But this is up for whoever wants it.
Are you
Every
sure
day it
it's on dust,
recharges.
or-
So
Does that
I
sound
don't
like
know if any of
something-
us are particularly musically inclined.
You don't have to be musically
I-
inclined. That's what's great
that's the-
about
that's
it.
the reason about.
Think
that's-
about Bugs
I know.
Bunny.
I think he wielded it
Music
just
is-
wonderfully.
I'm
Music
very
is
good at wielding wands. This isn't a new thing for everybody.
Music is something to help people, and my goddess really likes that sort of stuff. So I think any one of us, as long as I can hear it, would be good to use it.
So
You want it?
who wants it?
Yeah, why don't you hold
Uh,
on to it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Didn't Yaslin? Yeah.
Here you go, Yaslin.
You guys are so polite about the loot.
Out of character,
Uh-huh.
when Jamich handed Cora a gemstone, there was a stack of 10. So I took 1. Were you handing me the whole stack?
I think
There's
he was.
10 of them.
I thought you were. I thought you were handing the slaying, the arrowhead.
Also
slaying.
the gemstone.
No, arrows
Oh
of
no!
slaying went
Oh yeah, there's
to,
10 flawless gemstones in there. Each are worth 100
Oh.
gold.
There's 10 of these. Cora, did you want to hold on to them, or?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe I should have somebody else give it to you. It seems like you don't want to hand me. You don't want me to hand things over to you.
Nicole
Lucius
just,
is
like,
gonna grab the
give it
bag.
to Nicole.
This is the longest loot divvy ever.
She has the same reaction when Lucius gives it to her.
Oh,
She has a what?
The
Same.
same
It's the
reaction
same.
when Lucius gives it to her.
He's pouting.
All right.
Yaslin,
well,
you can take the moon touch tilt and the wand of conducting right out of it if you go
Yeah.
in there.
I
Just
will
press
hold
the-
on to the sus-looking pot for when Hemlock regains the ability to grab things.
Okay, take it. If you go to the loot tab, you can grab it. So not the inventory tab, but the loot tab.
can he see the? Sorry, can she see the
I-
the icon to open it? She's not next to us.
Oh.
I can't. I can see it all. I haven't opened already.
Oh,
I just can't see the wand of conducting.
it's right
Oh,
there.
there it
There's
is.
only
It's there.
literally 2 items in there.
It had a number
Take
at the
them
bottom.
both.
It was confusing me.
The
Awesome.
number is how much it's worth.
And it's not confirming. So.
Oh. Well, click it and then take all.
I don't want to take all because I might take the other stuff.
There's nothing left. That's it.
There's nothing left.
That's
yeah.
all.
Oh, that might be why.
Yeah. Or you.
Maybe
or
I'll
hit
close it
refresh.
and reopen it.
Yeah, refresh maybe if you're lagging. Anyways, as you do that, you notice all the little mushrooms around you are like leaning in, and they're just like, "That's such a cool pot. What a cool pot. I'd love to be planted in that pot, man."
Are there any interesting looking mushrooms that we haven't seen before?
Yes, there are. Yes, there are.
I
Thank
would
you.
like to carefully pick up some of them.
You're gonna pick them?
Should we ask them if they want to come on an adventure first, since we can talk to them?
Yeah, how about I like walk up
Do you
to
want to
them
have a
and I'm just like-
conversation with the mushroom?
yeah.
Hi.
Do you mind if I pick you?
So so you see a lot of like the common varieties, but there are 2 that look different to you. One is 4 inches tall, and it has a really, really skinny stem, but a really wide purple cap, like a little umbrella. And then the other one is even shorter. It's only got a 1-inch stem and a stubby little blue cap with white dots on the top. And so they're all sitting there and they go, "You want to pick me?"
Would you mind?
Yeah. Wow.
It won't hurt you.
No,
Right?
it'll be fine. I'm just a
Well-
plant.
Well, I guess I've gotten permission to do this. Consent?
Consent granted. So what, are you picking both of
Right.
them?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually kind of. Is it like soil underneath them, or is it
Yeah,
like
so
gravel?
it's like gravelly soil. They're just kind of like popping out of the. There's like a thin layer of sediment over whatever is underneath.
Okay. I would actually like to ask J-Mitch for the pot, or to bring the pot over. I'm just gonna actually put both of them up in the same. Like, I think you said before that the purple one is like shadowing the blue ones.
The purple one is like an umbrella. The blue one is like a stubby little blue spotty one.
And it grows under it, right?
Yeah, you just see them kind of. They don't. You don't
Then-
think they're related. They just happen to be close
Whoa,
to each
whoa,
other.
whoa. I don't
Okay.
trust this. This pot is very suspicious, and these guys are way too eager.
Do you know what the
You-
pot does?
No,
Are you
it's
aware?
very
The pot-
suspicious.
Just looks like it has the perfect combination of ingredients for us to grow nice and strong.
I don't trust it.
You trust it more or less than the person you made a deal with?
Oh, way less.
Okay, then, J-Mitch, do you have a different pot that I could repot them into? Because I think perhaps Hemlock
We
might
would-
want to propagate them.
Ront would probably be the one to talk to about that. I believe they're a very good craftsman.
Ronk comes over and he kind of looks around. He points at the little mushrooms that you're pointing at, and then he kind of gestures all around, and you realize that these two species of mushrooms are everywhere.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna pick them and
Okay.
then
Oh,
put them aside.
That was fun. Hello, my name is Bigwig, and my name is Pygmywort.
We should pick all of them until they run out of
Yes.
names.
I wonder if Hemlock names all her mushrooms.
That's the name
Are
of
they-
all of us
Collectively, and then all the purple ones go, Bigwig, or not the purple. God damn it! Yeah, the purple ones saying, "We're all Bigwig. We're all part of a superorganism."
Have you met
Start of a
Shroom
musical
yet?
number? Oh shit.
What?
I
Is
mine.
this the start of a musical number? Are they gonna start singing and dancing for us?
So I am the Bigwig. I'm so big, but I look small. But if you eat me, then you'll get really big.
Wait, what?
And I am
Wait.
Pygmywort. Look at me. I'm so tiny, but if you eat me, you'll be tiny like me.
Is that what you do?
What?
Do you actually make us big and small?
Only one way to find out.
Cora grabs, before he even finishes the sentence, and grabs a small one, and then eats it, and starts running back to the small little crevice that we saw.
So, so are you foregoing? So you could make a Constitution saving throw to resist the effects, but you could choose to not and just accept whatever is about to happen to you.
Or we don't know how long it lasts.
Cora's feeling very emo today. She has 3 HP, but she's gonna forego. She's just gonna. Wait, what were my options? Con save?
Con save or let you eat it. So I'm gonna guess
I
that
just-
you.
She wants to see what happens.
You want to see what happens? Okay.
Is anybody going to try and stop her?
Yasmin will take one of the same
You ran
mushrooms
off.
and run. Like, grab
As
one
you
of the same
eat
mushrooms
it,
and run after
you
just in
feel
case.
yourself as you're running. The world around you starts to get bigger and bigger, and suddenly you realize that you are tiny.
Already see me? Like, am I?
Yeah, they just see you little, just
I'm like,
I cast a mage hand for you to like get on and like get up to our level.
she will.
not
Get on my level.
She will. Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll reluctantly just kind of step on it. Yeah.
Be like, are you okay? Are you feeling? Is your stomach upset or any side effects?
you just feel small. You don't feel sick. Um,
I don't think she would have necessarily known that she is small, but maybe just that her perception is that they are now big.
yeah, everything just looks really big to you. You are like the size of a mouse.
We should wait for this to wear off to see how long it lasts, and then all go through wherever together. Yes.
I'd rather not wait in this
Not here,
hell-forsaken house.
Everybody make a perception check.
Oh joy.
Also, weren't we chasing someone? We don't really have the luxury of waiting.
Mm.
Cora.
Or
Cora. As you are deciding to go back to the crack, your eyes pick up. You notice little stool has started wandering down the way, the direction not where you came from, but and it's just
Like continuing on.
yeah, continuing on, goes boop, 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 boop.
Who is he closest to?
He's not close to anybody. He's making the corner. Everybody like wasn't paying attention.
I'm only pausing because, based on how Cora's feeling today. She's going to point because everyone's looking at her. So she's just going to point in the direction that stool went as she hops off the mage hand.
Okay, you're like eye level to me, depending on how small you are. So that
Mhm.
might not be a good.
Wait, you cast Mage Hand.
Yeah.
Wait,
The
why wouldn't
cantrip.
it be a good,
oh,
idea?
Acerus.
Oh, what?
about we
Okay,
not?
I forgot about that one. Oh
Hold on.
PPK.
no! Oh my gosh!
Oh no.
God.
Hold on. Let me
It's
just.
been a week. That's not. Oh my god!
She mentioned it in the recap.
Yeah, she did. Like,
Ah, she did mention it in the recap.
you were just distracted because Cora was
Okay.
running off and doing something.
Cantrips.
No, it's on me.
Cantrips don't trigger the effect. Nothing happened.
Good to know.
Okay. So Cora is going to point down the direction that stool went and say, "Stool go." And then she's going to hop off
What?
Mage Hand.
You hear Hemlock. Are you telling me that this whole time nobody had their eyes on stool?
I mean,
You're
this
included
is
everyone,
mushrooms.
too.
Your mushroom.
I have never been surrounded by so many distracted
Nicole is
buffoons.
leaving.
Yeah, Hemlock
I'm just
furiously
going
goes
away.
after Stool. Stool, come back!
Cora
Yeah.
does not
Wait.
care about Hemlock's reaction. She
Okay.
jumps off the headlight or the Mage Hand, and she's still going to start going back towards the tiny little
Okay.
crevice that they.
Okay. We're splitting the party.
Wait, we're splitting up.
We're splitting the party.
Alright. Nicole's going after stool.
James
She's
would
just
go
gonna
after
follow
Cora.
Cora.
Who's going after Cora? I gotta.
James.
Okay.
And yeah.
Raising hands.
Cora, Jamich, Lucius is in group 1. In group
Probably
2,
Yaslin as well.
Yaslin and
Prompt
Yaslin.
would probably go as well. Oh, we're maybe not doing NPCs.
Yaslin. I'll write down Ron for roleplay purposes. Okay, so who do we have? Okay, you're going after Stool. Nicole.
Yep.
Okay, JTC, which way? Or
Going for
Kothar.
Stool.
Stool, okay.
So I'll be right back. My parents are getting
Okay. No problem.
Uh,
Bufflevin, where are you going?
I'm going after Cora.
Holy crap, you guys are going the way I didn't make a map for.
And I think Anna Zero would probably also go after Cora,
Probably.
right?
Okay. Well, that's cool.
Ah, yes.
That's
Future
the
of the
game.
mind.
So how does it work for the special encounter if we're split?
We're
If one
screwed. is
party
what
Then you're
happens with the
screwed.
Special encounter.
You're
yeah.
screwed.
We're fucked.
Then I get to roll a dice to see who gets the
Oh, no.
high CR monster put on them.
Mm.
God.
Hey, this is cool. This is cool.
I grabbed some mushrooms along the way, both purple and
Okay,
Wait,
so
that's-
since Kothar is AFK, then let's start with group 1.
Yaslin also took some of the small mushrooms. just-
So everyone who's taking the small mushroom, you
In
feel
hand.
yourself shrink down to tiny.
No,
size.
I'm not
she didn't eat
eating
it.
it.
She
I
Oh.
just
Well, then
grabbed it.
everybody who did take it, which so far is Cora,
Yeah.
you feel yourself shrink down. You go all the way back. You realize that the it's horrible crawling. You're like heaving yourself over all these dead bodies, and by the time you get back to where you were, the river and the crack. And you notice the little footprints that you saw go through there are the exact same size as yours. And you are able to squeeze through.
Okay, so she doesn't want to go through all the way, but she does want to make sure that she can fit through. So she sort of tries to see if she can, and then
Easily.
she turns around. Mhm.
Oh,
And then
as soon as- go ahead.
she's starting to make the connections that it's likely what is his name, the guy that we are following, Droki, since the footprints disappeared, that he must have shrunk himself and gone that way through the crack.
I'm gonna eat.
Yes,
I
and-
think Cora's the
small
smartest person in the party.
I'm gonna
Cora's
small
smart.
mushroom and follow Cora.
You ate a
Int
mushroom,
is Yaslin's dump stack, but she did eat a mushroom and follow them.
so y'all are tiny now. So you all
Yeah.
see the crack,
Yeah.
and Cora pops in, then pops out, and makes the connection.
We
He
follow
hasn't
Cora.
shared this yet.
You don't have to.
She's just standing there.
Well, this is awkward.
Oh,
This is
I
what it
thought
means
you
to be
were
Jamich
walking through.
sized.
First of all, hurtful. Second of all, whatever we're here for, we're here for you, Cora. Whatever you want to do, we have your back.
That's so sweet. And you see a whole cluster of mushrooms leaning in, like, aww.
How know if true? She's gonna roll an insight check on Jamich.
You got a 23. Jameis, do you mean it?
Let's see how much you know I mean it.
What is this? A deception?
Trying to persuade because
Oh.
I'm telling the truth.
I don't think this is not an opposing check. I think she rolled high, and you can disclose. You can decide to
no,
disclose.
Jamich is being as sincere as Jamich can be.
And Yaslin also says, "We're always here if you need us. We always want to help you."
She's gonna insight Yaslin as well.
Ron didn't take the mushrooms because he doesn't want to be small. But he like squats down. He's like carefully guarding all his little friends.
Aw.
What a great scene! Just like Ron's eyes and like his head,
Yeah.
and all of us around it.
You guys are like
around it.
Lilliputians.
It's like a little
Yeah.
campfire.
I'll know
Yaslin-
if Yaslin true.
Yaslin is 100% honest.
With a 16, how much does she believe that?
I feel like you believe it. That's above average. Average is 10, right? Like that's like neither here nor there.
She's having a hard like she
Why?
knows at her core that it's true, but she feels
Cora, we can sense the vibe has changed in this dynamic here. Mind letting us all in on what you're thinking?
Does it have to do
Dynamics?
with the Buppado?
yeah.
He was always creepy. I had no idea who he was, really.
But did not know how, and were together a long time with Buppado, slept close with Buppado, Cora, not know how. Trust now.
I'm not going to ask you to trust us because usually the people you can't trust are the ones that tell you to trust them. So hopefully, in some time in the future, you can trust us again.
Cora want trust. Cora scared.
That is something a lot of us have in common.
No worry,
Course.
Cora. Anyone be bad, Ront.
Ront, your breath is even smellier when it's up close.
He looks at you, J-Mitch, and he just goes,
Jamie, she might want to be careful because he could pretty much just put his finger down on you at the moment and squash you.
Oh, con save.
Cora,
Oh, con save.
Cora cracks a smile at them.
it smells like garlic.
There's no garlic
He's
down
got
like
no sense
hot.
of smell.
Oh yeah, I can't smell it. Never mind.
Oh, that's
Come on,
right.
Ron, you piece of fucking
kidding.
shit.
I forgot. You have no sense of smell. So you're just putting on a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pretend that it smells really bad because
He'll be like,
but also
little man say no smell. Little man liar. See no trust, Cora. And he puts you in the
okay, maybe I was trying to cheer you up a little bit, but
It did work.
I'm-
She smiled.
I'm always trying...
It worked. She smiled, or it did not work.
It did work. She
Okay.
smiled.
Okay, okay.
Jocelyn put it better than I ever could.
I did.
You did.
Cora, family, no survive. Cora must survive.
I don't even know how my family are at the moment, so I'm very scared about that. So I can very much understand where you're coming from.
You know that I can relate to that.
As do I.
He kind of pauses for a minute.
Ront as do I. Ront me ront too.
What if have secret word trust?
Like a safe word.
Yes. And she kind of like puts her pinky in like she wants to make like a pinky promise pact.
Ron's finger is so big compared to you guys, but he sticks one in too. He has a
Place
lot
my
of dirt
finger on
under his
Ron's.
fingernails.
I touch my pinky to Ron's pinky and to Cora's pinky. It's like a
Yeah.
So is Jaslyn.
trying to connect.
What trust word be?
I'm partial to rutabaga.
Kumquat.
That also works. Though
See, I was
Ron
thinking just
hate
shiny.
those
that word
words.
is not good for a safe word. Just saying.
Ron hates those words.
What word Ron like?
Ron like strong, but too common of word. Ron like boat. Ron like wood. Ron like Ron family.
Ron, for the love of God, I gave you common lessons, and you're not even using them.
About Gem.
Ron.
I'd like to think we're all speaking in mushroom at the moment.
Ron speak
J-
good common.
Yes.
Yes, you do.
Good common, Ron.
Better than me.
Gem, boat, mushroom.
Gem, boat, mushroom. We say those three, and that means trust, or we're in danger.
Trust.
Trust. I already forgot the combination of words.
Gem. He points at Cora. Gem. Cora like gem. Ron like boat. He looks around for who might like a mushroom. Nobody like mushroom, so come last.
Gem, boat, and he points to Lucius. Dragon, and then he points to J-Mitch, and says, food.
Gemboat dragon food.
Gemboat dragon food. Promise?
Promise.
Promise.
Okay.
People be real confused when we yell this word.
Not for them. For us. I'm writing it down. Gemboat dragon food.
Put in discussion.
Yeah. Okay, and I feel like maybe that's a good time to cut back to the other party. Actually, JTC's not back.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye on it. Did JTC say
Um,
what they were?
Should we
he was doing?
continue down this
Yeah, they said
crack?
that their parents were, I think, needed them for
Oh,
something.
okay,
But, okay, so Cora's now gonna share because she's feeling that Gemboat dragon food buff,
Yeah.
and she's gonna share her theory that Droki, who we were following the tracks, she's an expert survivalist, and that she sort of looks at her feet and she looks at the tracks, and then she kind of is gesturing to the party that she's very certain that he shrunk himself and went through this crack, and that going back where the other party is not like that's not following Droki.
I mean, we could probably even confirm it with the mushrooms. They seem to have.
Oh,
uh,
smart, Lucius.
All the mushrooms are just bobbing and they're having conversations with themselves.
Hey, Bigwig,
Whoa, what's up?
did you see a dude by the name of Droki pass by here?
What does he look like?
Would have been our size. Dark dwarf Durgar.
Oh, yeah, that
Yeah.
guy. He comes in here all the time. He uses
Whoa.
this shortcut. It leads through the fungal thicket. But there's lots of ways to get there. This is just the quickest way, but the other way is the way
Water?
you guys came. Oh, don't go in the water.
Why not?
Why?
Oh, that water's nasty.
Yuck.
Like,
yucky
Kill you
water.
bad or like just?
I don't know the biology of people, but
Why
I'm-
mushroom no like?
well, I've just seen that anybody that's not like us that goes in there gets real sick.
Maybe
And-
we should collect some for our poisoner.
We
Why
can
no
do
touch?
that when we.
No.
Yeah, we don't
Why
need to
no
touch
touch?
that.
But this
Maybe we go
route,
back to-
basically, this crack just takes you to the other side of the river, which then goes back around to the fungal forest. But that's kind of where you guys were on the other side. It all kind of loops.
Where go? She points back to Buppido's ritual.
That
room.
place also goes to the fungal forest. It's just two ways to get to the same place.
Do we want to go back and reunite with the party, or trying to meet them at this place and potentially?
Cora,
I don't
think
like being split up.
yes. Cora, I think yes. Cora, I think. And she looks down at the mushrooms, the small ones especially. Hi. Cora, have more, please.
Take me
We're
on
making
yours.
you smaller.
She plucks a couple more, like enough for the rest of the party.
Okay.
And yeah, she's thinking we could either meet up with them and tell them that we found the shortcut, or we could just continue on. So she's kind of looking for the party, like, are we going back?
Yeah, we all. Have...
Yes, we'll go back and.
I'm going to
See
say
how they
all
are.
the other NPCs are over with the Team B.
Okay, and she's gonna thank the mushroom for giving us the information. Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. Anytime. It's so weird that you could talk to us. All the other humanoids just ignore
What
us.
mushroom like eat?
We eat flesh of dead people.
Sometimes living, but mostly dead.
Well, there's a lot in that other room we
please.
just came
That's a
from.
shame you're not in
Wait.
that other room.
Oh,
What if could please wait, like she's telling it like wait here, like as if it's a mushroom that's just gonna like sprout out and
yeah. It's like, oh, I can be here all day.
she wants to go and grab like a leg that she like the closest leg to the pit and just bring it back over and like give it to them.
That's a
Okay, you
thought.
drag a leg over, plop it in front of this cluster of mushrooms. They get really excited and go, and they puff a bunch of spores, and those spores just kind of gently land on top of the leg. relax. Come back in like a month and you'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll
I was saying in my
How?
Wait a
do-
second. How did Tiny you bring a leg?
It took a long time.
Okay, a long time passed.
That's
didn't
why I was
ask
like,
Ron?
wait. You
I
need
just-
to
I forgot you guys
wait,
were
'cause
tiny.
I'm just.
Ron could have
Ron,
grabbed it. or
Ron
maybe
picked it
Ron-
up.
Ron
He was
picked it
like,
up.
I don't understand, but sure.
How
It was
are
also a small
we-
leg.
How are we feeling? I don't know how much time has passed. Like, are we still staying small?
How much time do you think has passed?
Maybe like 30 minutes.
You're still small. After 30
We
minutes.
should go back to the party and grow big again with the bigger mushrooms.
That was really astute of you to observe, mister.
Thank you.
I would
have
know
my
for that.
moments.
Oh, also, she's gonna. Cora looks very injured. She looks very injured.
Oh.
Oh,
So does Yaslin.
Oh.
oh,
Which I-
yeah. A lot of us.
You would have
probably
noticed
are,
this,
Yeah,
yeah.
we all would have been hurt.
Which is why Yaslin went right after Cora when she went.
Well, while you guys are
It's
having this
still
interaction, we are going to cut over.
We're heading back to the.
Okay, so you're heading back, but we're
Well,
going to go
that's it.
back in time. Kothar and Akul and several other NPCs are chasing after Stool, who's just boop, 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 boop. And as you turn the corner, you follow it through a cavern lit by fire beetles. If it will activate, sorry.
Boy.
Ready.
And Stool. As Stool goes this way, you notice that it becomes thicker and thicker with mushrooms and fungus. And he turns the corner.
Is it dark in here?
It's
Yeah, is
lit by these. It shouldn't be. You guys can't see anything?
No. I'm just wondering.
Okay.
It's lit.
I mean, it's court. It's
So
that
the whole
same
place
thing for
actually
me.
seems to be kind of bright ish. Not bright, but like a little bit of a glow from the magical energies swirling around. It's going to be dark for you, Kurutsu, until you because it's a fog of war thing.
Yeah.
So as you go through and see it, it'll be less obnoxiously dark.
The problem is that I have to go through every single square to undo the fog of war there.
Oh, really? You can't see any of this?
I can't see any. I can only see like the bits around the beetle, and then everything else is black.
Hold on. Maybe I have the lighting. Oh. Is that better?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Now I can see it.
I forgot to set that setting. That's that's the fog of war, like you're exploring a thing.
Like a overworld map or something.
Yeah, like if it's like super explory, but yeah, I don't like that setting. All right. So, little Stool.
Nicole has been barreling after Stool.
Sereth is also barreling after Stool, protectively, as is Hemlock. Kothar, how enthusiastically are you?
He's trying to like keep up, but he's totally just like running into walls. Now wait, please.
Now,
Oh, God.
there's the place is not dark.
Yeah, he's just being incredibly clumsy.
Oh,
'cause he's all
okay.
hurt.
Oh, okay. I just thought you were blind. I'm like, you shouldn't be blind. You suddenly see that Stool and Sereth have stopped as you get there. Stool and Sereth have stopped. And you see an entire troop of Myconids who are dancing in a very interesting way. And Sereth has stopped and looks uncomfortable. And Stool is just sitting there kind of... What do you guys do?
Does Hemlock say anything about this dancing?
Hemlock is fluttering. Oh, Stool, get back here! Oh, oh,
Oh. Well, that's interesting.
Hemlock will whisper. I mean, Kothar will whisper to Hemlock. Do you recognize the dancing?
No, I've lived amongst myconids for almost the entirety of me being here in the Underdark, and I don't think I have ever seen a myconid dance before. Stool?
Stool just kind of boop, boop, boop. One of the myconids notices you all and kind of just like grazes over. And you see this is an adult myconid. So he has a humanoid form with like a mushroomy head, little eyes, but no like nose or mouth, just kind of peering forward. He's the size of a man. And he kind of swoosh, like walks over, and then he just goes, and the rapport spores get fluttered all around, and you suddenly have a telepathic link to everyone around you. Hello. Oh, you have a little one with you. Welcome, welcome. My name is Foosber. Me and my troop, we came here because of the beautiful mushroom sites that we wanted to see. A little pilgrimage. Who are you?
I'm Nakul, but why are you dancing?
Oh, we are celebrating. We are celebrating the presence of the lady. Can't you feel her? She looks after all myconids. It is our pilgrimage. The lady.
Bear's gonna like pop his head around and he's gonna say, "Pilgrimage. Are you perhaps from Neverlight Grove?"
We are. You know Neverlight.
Yes. Can you perchance tell us, is there anything odd happening over there?
Odd? I don't think so. Everything is wonderful. We're here.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah, go ahead. As you insight check, we are celebrating the lady. She is
Lady of the Soil?
Oh,
Okay. This myconid completely believes that everything is okay. But there is something weird. You notice Stool, who was clearly running over because he sees members of his own species, has backed up and is like,
This is weird. We don't dance. What? That's weird. Huh?
when we're talking with the report spores, when we're talking to a specific individual, no one else can hear us, right?
I think that it's by default, it's like communal, but you can choose to focus in, kind of like you're whispering to someone.
Okay, I'm gonna focus in on Stool,
Okay.
and I'm gonna ask, do you know these myconids? Stool?
I don't know them personally, but they seem like they're from Neverlight, but they're acting funny. I don't know who the lady is. I've never heard of her.
Stool, come back towards us.
Okay.
Slowly, slowly.
Wait, look!
And as he points out, you see hiding behind a little rock another little myconid sprout. It's like long and deep green, and he just pokes out, and he's like,
Hi.
Gnome's gonna lose their mind.
so mad that Gnome isn't here today.
Who are you?
And Stool gets all excited.
There's a kid my age here. Hi. My name's Rompadump.
Does this kid seem as normal as far as I can tell?
This one is much more introverted than Stool. It doesn't seem to be relishing the way the other myconids are. The myconids are just... Oh, I forgot to mention. Standing, kind of woodenly, eyes open, but like kind of like... are two Quaggoth who have fungus growing out of their heads, across their face, and just like all over their body. and you can see mold just coming out of their mouth, like veins pulsating. And they're just standing there motionless, but they're watching you.
Are they alive?
Were they affected by the rapport spores as well?
You don't know because they have said nothing.
I would like to focus on one of them.
As you focus in, all you hear is a strange droning sound. Just a and Voosber, the one who approached you, notices you looking, says, "Don't mind them. They are our bodyguards. They have been gifted with the lady's kiss, and they will protect us if anybody comes to hurt us."
You have yet to explain who this lady is.
The lady, she watches over all Myconids, and she is generous with her gifts. It is how we got here. We didn't walk here. We were able to come here through the lady's gift. We can give you the gift. It will allow you to cross great distances in just moments. Would any of you like the gift? We can give it. And real quick, Fenice Starlight, thank you so much for the raid. Remember, you can give your favorite player inspiration, and every bit of inspiration eventually leads to the mystery monster. So just keep that in mind.
Or your favorite DM.
That's right. You could give it to your favorite DM.
No. Stool, do you know of this lady they speak of?
I have no idea what they're talking about. Rumpadump, that's your name? What? Do you know who the lady is? So I just came here. It was like a field trip. I don't know anything. But it is different.
Gothar's going to focus in on Nicole, and he's going to say, "Don't accept the gift. Something's wrong here. They're not
I mean,
right."
clearly. I assume. Does the growths and the pulsation on the two Quagos, does it look similar to when I saw the infection on Sereth?
Make a medicine check.
Seven.
You can't tell.
Okay.
It is a pretty grisly sight. It looks like their face, half their face exploded. They look like clickers from The Last of
Aw.
Us.
Okay.
From what?
The Last of
The
Us.
Last of Us.
The last-
They're like the mushroom zombies.
Oh, those things, yeah.
Sereth.
You call
We
to Sterith,
should-
and you see Sterith standing there, twitching. We gotta go. We gotta go.
We should go back.
Yeah. I
Um,
tell Stool, come here now.
Stool calls Foosbar. Oh, I didn't mean to. Look, if you don't want the gift, that's fine. It's no trouble at all. But I do think it is time for us to continue on our pilgrimage. Everybody, let's go. And you see them start to like wiggle and dance and walk towards a patch of mushrooms. And as you notice, you see the first Myconid stick his hand into the patch of mushrooms, and it almost looks like it absorbs him, and he like walks through it. And then the next Myconid walks through it. One by one. Rumpadump hangs back, and he's like,
Can I stay with you guys?
Yes?
I don't like. Okay, I'm gonna stay with you guys.
and then one after another, they go through. Rumpadump is backing up. And then suddenly, Sereth, who is like, starts walking towards the Myconids. He
I
looks
grab Sereth's hand.
make a dexterity. Make a sleight of hand. So you
4.
you grab on his hand. He looks back at you. His face, his eyes are welling with tears. And his face looks horrified. He barely is able to, like, speak. Help me. And then his fingers slip out of your hand, and he suddenly, his eyes go dead. Like from to. And he turns and he walks through the fungus and disappears.
I follow.
As you walk towards it, you bonk into a group of mushrooms and you fall on the ground and nothing happens. And all the
Damn it.
mushrooms laugh at you. You can't walk through us. You didn't accept the gift.
I'm not angry. I'm not angry. Not angry.
You just hear all these little mushrooms like you're in Alice in Wonderland. Just
We need to get everyone, and we need to find where he went. Ow.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Yes?
Little Rumpa-Dub steps forward.
So, I think they went back to Neverlight.
Which way do we need to go? But also, we need to.
There's a path, but so they took us through. We mushroom walked. It's like magic.
Tree walk. Alright.
That's how I got here. They've been kind of making me partake in the spores. That's how I got here, but I started getting uncomfortable, so I've been secretly not accepting it. They don't know, though.
So they're expecting you to be back at Neverlight, yet you're still here.
Yeah, that guy's like my community leader, kind of group leader. I don't like him.
Has anything been odd or strange or out of place in Neverlight Grove recently?
Everything seemed normal when we left, but we've been gone for a while.
How long?
At least a month. It's a pilgrimage. It's supposed to be like a whole summer. We were supposed to build churches over and schools over the other side of the Dark Lake.
Yeah, I'm afraid that won't be possible, at least for quite a while. But
Honestly,
if they're truly in Neverlight Grove, then I don't think there's anything we can do right now.
Not right now. I'm gonna scoop up stool, and I guess I'll hold my hand out for the other Myconid.
it kind of like shies away, but School, come on, he's nice. Okay.
And now I just have like two
Yeah.
mushrooms on my shoulders as I walk back.
Stool is like a white-ish color with the smiley face drawn on his face, and then Rumpa-Dump looks like this.
Oh, okay. So more like a traditional looking.
But he's a little sprout. He's the same
Okay.
size as Stool.
Yeah, he's a Sprout Scout now, definitely.
Oh yeah, he's big.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
one
probably
the
he's
one
a
day
unofficial.
that Hemlock's not here.
All of the mushrooms.
So I guess we go back.
Yeah. I guess we'll meet them back at.
Buppeto's place.
I assume. Yeah, or
Outside,
we. Yeah.
where the crack is, where the water
Well,
is.
we were trying to get back to
You were
you,
heading
so
So you
Yeah,
guys
we'll
kind
probably
of bump
know about
into each
very
other.
close.
I'm gonna say you all meet at the entrance of this same little cavern.
Okay.
So you all bump into each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
why are you guys going back? We were going to Crew.
We can't
So-
go anymore.
Well, no, there's still a way forward. Just
Yeah.
First
We-
things first, we're missing Sereth now.
What happened to Sarah?
How do you lose a Quagoth?
Sereth is a
drow.
drow.
Oh, drow. Right.
How do you lose a drow?
It's not good.
Like,
We kept
He-
ours. Point to Yoslin.
I don't know. How do you keep someone who just walks through mushrooms?
He walked through. He never did that before.
He didn't, and I tried to stop him, and he begged me for help, and he left. Not by his own will, it seems.
We think he's in Neverlight Grove now.
Backing up, we ran into a troop of Myconids
Eh.
from Neverlight Grove.
We have to try and help him.
What else? What else happened?
It's this little guy.
Oh,
And it includes you into the rapport spores.
A warning! A warning! A warning, please, for the love of God, the gods,
Tiny.
warning.
my name is Rumpadump.
What happened?
I came here with my troop. My parents said it'd be good for me, but I'd honestly rather just stay inside. Whatever. They've just started acting weird. More and more. Every day. They keep dancing.
Why weird? What
Around-
weird?
Around what time do they start acting weird?
Like a month ago. Just started getting weird. Started doing weird things like dancing.
Yeah.
They can dance if they want to. They can
Right,
leave
They
their-
Myconids.
normally don't.
Myconids don't dance.
And say weird?
They keep talking about this lady, but I don't remember hearing about her back at home.
Cora kind of like perks up. And then she looks at Stool. And then she starts Stool.
Mm-hmm.
Remember Dream?
Oh yeah, my nightmares?
Yes. Remember Nightmare? Song?
Oh, please don't sing that song. I hate that song.
Okay. But Nightmare Song Lady?
It is like a lady that sings it. I don't know who she is, but I don't like her.
And
Wonder
she's
if
real-
Romperdump will know this song.
So Rompidom, Stool, cover.
Stool goes running into a batch of mushrooms and shoves his whole body in it.
His whole head in it. Okay. Rompidom, listen.
Okay.
And then she starts singing.
Nicole, you might want to hold on to Rompadom, make sure they don't go away.
Ramadan sits
Okay.
and listens.
Cool. Sort of studies him.
That's the melody that my elders have been humming lately. I never heard it before until about a month ago. But it's pretty distinct.
They said where it's come from?
They just keep talking about the lady and how her wedding's coming up and we need to prepare. And that we need to go on this pilgrimage to spread the word of her wedding.
Cora thinks that the reason Sereth has gone is because of now his cousin's wedding that Cora is now pretending that she's been pretending to plan.
I forgot. Wait, what was the context of the?
We thought that
Cora started drama between Karatsu and Kothar.
Right.
And
Oh, that's right. Sarah stepped in. and
then
was
Sarah
like-
stepped in and was like, "Nah, it's just a wedding for my cousin so and so and blah blah blah." And so now she's like, "Okay, right, there was a wedding and now Sarah's gone, so that is adding up." actually."
Yaslin, who is the lady marrying? Do you know?
So,
Sarah's cousin.
Hold on. There's a word that I need to check.
Sarah doesn't have a cousin. Actually, I don't know if that.
You would have no idea.
Yeah, with all the extensive talks I've had with Sarah, they've never mentioned their
So-
cousin.
He keeps saying that she's going to marry Aramikos. Aramikos. Do you guys know who that is?
Can I history?
Yes.
Yeah, history check.
Everybody do a history check because we're gonna drop some cool lore.
I'm gonna use my advantage if I don't get it.
Oof, oof.
Oof. Okay, if I have to, let's see what everyone else gets. Okay.
Well,
Nicole doesn't know because Nicole doesn't know anything about the Underdark.
Yeah.
Neither does Lucius. Yaslin, you've heard of our. Okay. If you
Jamie
choose
is not
to.
even paying attention.
Yeah, Jamish has no idea. If you want to use your inspiration, I'll give you more. But on a 12, Armikos name rings a bell, and you thought it was the name of a region in the Underdark.
I was about to use my inspiration. I'm not going to now.
Let's go.
Okay. Aramikos is the name. Hold on. Let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20. Aramikos might possibly be the largest living organism in the entire world. Because Aramikos is a fungus that stretches 500 miles long. It covers the largest region of the Underdark. Is like a single living organism. And you know it is a mushroom. Mushroom is a weird term for it. It is a fungus.
So, out of character, this is the mushroom network in World of Warcraft that you can fast travel.
Hey, Mushroom Network. What's the Mushroom Network in World
That's
of
in
Warcraft?
Shadowlands for the
It's
Arden
the-
World.
I never
Captain.
I never played Shadowlands. Out of character,
Yes, she did.
Aramikos. No, I didn't play anything after the first, like, not even the first tier. Aramikos is. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. I've never showed this to you guys before. This is the Sword Coast, but the Underdark. So overlaid over the Sword Coast, you have these different regions marked out, right? This blue region right here is the Dark Lake. And it has some, like, you can see Sloob Delab, Velkenvelv, Gracklestug. The worm writhings are up here. The labyrinth is over here. And it's color-coded of how deep it is. In the Upper Dark, this big one is Aramikos. And Aramikos is a network. It is like a single conscious. It's almost like a demigod in a way. It's like if the land was alive. And it is a fungus. It is a fungi.
See, I was going to say Star Trek Discovery because they use mushrooms to travel across the whole universe in that show.
I wouldn't have known that, but Yaslin. So
Yeah, I know.
Yaslin, so you've heard that name, but you've always considered it like a region, like a province. But Cora knows, because Cora knows about dark, creepy aberrations, and this is very close to the realm of aberrations. You know, Aramikos is a living being, and it is probably the largest living being in the entire planet, and it is intelligent, and it is malevolent.
Do you want to roleplay that, Yaslin?
Sorry?
Want to roleplay that?
I've heard of the region before. How do you marry a region?
No. Alive. Big,
It's
big, 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 big alive.
the whole region's alive?
Yes.
Like one big life form?
Yes. Very
Oh.
smart. Very big.
So, how do we? What do we do about that, if anything?
Wait. And then she looks back at Nakul. Nakul say, Zareth go mushroom.
Yes, he mushroom walked, is what this tiny one said.
Armikos like mushroom.
Miko's is like a mushroom?
Yes.
Oh.
So we're not sure if he went to Neverlight Grove or to this big creature.
Well,
We are
we weren't
not
we weren't
in-
going to Aramikos. We're spreading the word of the lady's engagement to Aramikos. Or that's, I guess, what they said. I don't know. I'm a kid. Oh, J-Mitch, as they keep saying this word Aramikos, you know that is a dwarvish word.
Oh, it's a dwarvish word, guys.
That means great fungus.
It means great fungus.
Mushroom.
That matches up with what we're talking about now. So,
What were you guys talking about?
it's apparently a living thing. That this lady is getting married to?
What,
Or-
Big fungus?
The big fungus, yes.
Yeah, we call him Big Chungus as like a joke.
Rumpin' giggles.
Wait,
Rump
the
it
entire
up.
the entire dwarves or just your college?
Oh no, we as kids would always joke around saying Arikokos is big fungus is just Chokos, which is big fungus.
Aramikos.
Yeah. What
Can't
you
even
said?
remember the original name.
I rolled a nat 1. This is me acting out a nat 1, alright?
Sure.
So
The two little sprouts are trying their best to give you information, but they're like kids who are trying to explain things they don't understand because they're kids.
Yaslin.
Yes.
Lady. We know say.
Spider Queen.
Have other name.
She does go by a couple of names. They're hard to remember sometimes.
Rumpin' and Stool are like kind of like looking up. They're like, "What? Who are you talking about? Spider Queen? Oh no. She's bad. She's really bad.
she's not
Uh,
the lady.
I don't
I
think
doubt
so.
her because like
The-
she's the Spider Queen, the
We
Queen of
don't-
Spiders,
we don't
Demon Queen
like
of Spiders.
we would never go on a pilgrimage for that old
It
lady.
sounds like if this is an entire continent marrying what exactly? Another
We
deity?
don't know. It seems like a deity of some sort.
But why
asked
Sarah
us-
have? And she like
I'm not sure
she's trying
why
to
Sarah
imitate her.
has-
Who, your
We don't
friend
know.
who went through the wall?
Yeah.
That's right.
I've never met him before, but he looked like he had the same. He looked like he had the gift, the one that my leader was giving people. He looked
Why
like
would
he had the
Seraph
gift.
have the gift? He's been with us this whole time.
He had it
He might
since
have had it.
before.
Before.
Yeah.
We don't know how. When we asked him, he said he didn't know how he got it.
He did have a blackout when he supposedly killed the person, so maybe it happened before that he even got thrown in jail.
Look, ever since we've started giving people the gift, when they stay near us for too long, they turn into those big, ugly guys. I've never seen
The
that.
Vigos?
The Quaggoths? Yeah, their heads exploded. It was weird. I've never seen that before.
Not
Have you
preferable.
seen
He has
any
that?
more?
Who, what?
Seraph has the gift, and the gift causes people's heads to explode.
Well,
It seems that way.
So my leader, Voosper, he started giving the gift, and over time, well, that happened.
He says not to worry about it, that they're happier now they're serving the lady. But it just feels like it seems unconsensual.
Is he the only one that can give the gift?
I think anyone any Myconid that has the gift can give the gift. Myconid's heads don't explode.
But you've accepted this gift, yes?
He started administering it to me in the beginning, but then I started secretly rejecting it because there's something weird about it. I don't feel comfortable. It just doesn't
So
seem right.
Your head won't explode?
I've never seen another Myconid's head explode. Only non-Myconids who get the gift.
Can you
Quagoth?
tell?
Yeah?
Quagoth? Not Quagoth? Not Quagoth. Have gift. Then Quagoth? Always Quagoth.
They were always Quagoth. Like that guy, and he points at
Yeah.
Prince Darendel. They were like
Yeah.
him. Then they took the gift and they started kind of getting... They were fine. They hung out with us for a little bit, but the closer they stayed, the longer they stayed, they started kind of losing their personality. And then one day, poof, and then they became very loyal.
How long did this take? Do you know?
I'm not sure. It seems to have... It depends on how close they are to Vusper.
Did any of the people with the gift not get more loyal?
What do you mean?
Did they run away or reject it somehow?
I mean, I haven't seen anybody reject it. You're the first ones I've ever seen, really, to say no to it. Vusper's never really forced anyone to take it. He offers it and promises, nice things, but...
But he's never forced anybody
We
to take
can
it
we can sit here and talk about this all day, but we need to
We need to catch
hurry
Droki
along.
first.
Yes, we will deal
Oh,
with this later when we can walk through mushrooms.
Oh,
We also probably should rescue Sarah. Sir.
Yeah, we
Yes.
need to rescue
We're
Sarah.
on
When
a
we can
time
walk
limit
through
then, it
mushrooms,
seems.
we can.
We don't need to walk through. We can
As
make
you
it the
guys
other
are
way. It's
trying to
just
figure
take
out
a
what to
while.
do, you hear ahead of you...
We're late. Wait. We gotta go.
And ahead of you, you hear rustling in the fungal thicket ahead. And you see, wading through the mushrooms is Droki. And he seems to get frustrated that it's taking too long. So he snacks on some mushrooms and goes, and then just scurries right through the forest.
Oh, wait, he's still small?
No,
He was
turned big.
normal sized.
No, us.
no, we turned normal size when we.
You guys are normal sized.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are
we
you?
ate the big mushrooms though.
You did eat the
Oh.
big mushrooms? How did you
I
become
thought
normal
that
sized?
was assumed that when we were going back to
Okay.
meet up with the party, we did it on,
If
or else it would
Yeah,
take
she
us
said that, yeah.
5 hours to just across
yeah, if
the
you
bloody plains.
if you did that, then yeah, you returned to normal size by eating a big wig.
Oh yeah. So yeah, then we would just. Oh, that sounds like the guy we're supposed to be after.
Let's go.
Let's go and
Oh,
let's take a
I
quick.
bet if we eat the small mushrooms, we'll shrink and can chase after them.
Let's take a 5-minute break.
I'm down.
All right, we'll be back, everybody.
Woo!
Remember,
This is fun.
I know, I'm having a blast. Remember, everyone, you can give your favorite player inspiration. See how sad they are before they get their inspiration? Inspiration is awesome. You should give them inspiration because every time you give them inspiration, you get one step closer to the next boon. So far, we have gotten our minor boon, which happened to be Speak with Mushrooms. They're all friendly to you. And this effect is going to last for the entire time that you are in the whirling tunnels.
Woohoo!
I wonder what the next boon will be. It says major, so it's probably even better.
Cool. All right, I'll be right back.
All right, guys, BRB.
Hello. My
Hello.
name is Jamich.
Our name is Jamich.
My name is Jamich.
Brother of
Don't
Jamich.
forget you can donate for the mystery monster.
Oh,
Want
dear God.
to watch us die.
Don't you dare. Mm. I hate when I'm about to eat pizza, but then the pizza makes my beard get in my mouth, and then I eat part of my beard.
I know.
Can't say I
Or-
relate.
Tis a sad day.
Or like the tomato sauce spills down into your beard and you're just like, ah.
Oh, that's the best part. That's how you save
Enjoy
it
it
for
later.
later. Yeah.
Saving for later.
Yeah, that's a flavor saver right there.
Damn, I forgot to check my cash card.
How do you guys like the beard beads today?
I love it.
Oh, they're great.
They're hard to pull off, like to do, because if you tie them the wrong way, they'll like flip out and like they'll stick out like that, and it's like, no,
little
you can't do
pigtails.
that. Yeah.
Felt you were about to say they're hard to pull off, and I thought, well, come here, I figured it'd be pretty easy to pull off.
No, I got a well-oiled beard, so they pull off quite easily.
I wonder if I should get some lunch now. Maybe I should. Quickly. It's 12:15, so
I remember.
I'll be right back. Hope I've got
Having
lunch.
yogurt, it makes me sad.
Hi, chat.
Hello,
How long
chat
ago did
room.
you take that pic for the Out of the Abyss graphic? Is chat asking?
That's probably like 14 years old.
Dang, you haven't aged at all.
Well, you can see it probably if I took off the wig.
That's crazy.
That was the running joke at my high school reunion. They're all like, "Holy crap, dude! You just look like you like grew into a bigger body, or like everything else is the same." And I was all like, "Thanks, guys."
Yeah, I was baldly faced when I was in high school, so people won't recognize me anymore. But
Look
who's
the
that
exact
guy?
same.
Who's that guy? who
I
used to
just
a
have
picture
tattoos
of
now.
that? Yeah, it's crazy. So
I look so different.
we're like beating the shit out of this guy, right?
Which one?
The guy we're chasing.
I
Forget his
don't
name.
Probably.
know.
Horrible names.
Dead or alive, we're supposed to bring him in, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Dead or alive, but also I don't know if we can interrogate an insane person.
True. What do you want to fucking bet that he's gonna be like? Because everyone's like, "Oh hey, do favors for us. Come work for us. Come work for us. We'll give."
Oh,
you
he's
the
gonna
best
offer
stuff."
us something.
He's gonna offer us something like, "Oh no, if you turn against them, then we're gonna." And we just agree, and we said yes, and then we do it as Azira said, and just make them all.
Yeah, I'm very anti-government. Jamich is, so maybe you would be like keen on that idea.
We might not get it directly from Droki. We might get it from whoever's above him, if there is somebody above him that he's
Yeah.
meeting with right
Like
now.
when the Crimson Flame said that the dragon would burn down the town if he found out about the dragon egg, I was like, this is not a threat at all.
No, we don't really care about the
Oh,
town. I'm sorry.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Hi.
What are we talking about?
We're talking
Nothing?
about-
Nothing?
We're not
Nothing?
strategizing out of game. That'd be crazy.
I'd love it if you guys strategize. That'd be awesome.
Okay, so me and Cora wanted to start a soap opera.
You've already started a
basically-
soap opera. It's
Right,
True.
but basically Kothar and Retsu are they're evil twins that show up, and they each try and like trick each other. The other like Kothar's twin tries to trick Nakul into dating them, and then Nakul's twin tries to trick Kothar into dating them. and so they both think that they're dating like each other, like the twins are dating each other, but it's actually them dating like
The
the
other-
evil twins.
Okay.
Yeah,
The only reason I know this is a soap opera is because the plot is so confusing. I wasn't able to keep up with it.
exactly.
Yeah,
And then
the
one of
other
them
thing-
eventually gets into a car accident.
Oh,
The other
sorry.
thing
Go
too
ahead,
is
Cora.
that
Another one discovers that they have a terminal illness.
yes.
Yes.
Well, so that's going to be so Cora and Buff, one of them discovers they have a terminal illness, but they're best friends and they can't go on without the other one. So what they decide to do is have a conjoined head attached to their body. To go on living, and they live as like a conjoined twin situation.
you're gonna see a lot of conjoined twins in the whirling tunnels.
I would be honored to be your conjoined twin.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you.
You're welcome.
Yasmin's all about having friends.
Remember, guys, you can summon the mystery monster by granting inspiration to me or the players. We are 5 inspirations away from the major boon and 10 inspirations away from the mystery monster. If they defeat the mystery monster, they will get extra XP, magical
Good job.
items. But
And I
don't
wanna
worry.
Fuck up a monster today.
But don't worry. If the monster isn't summoned today, there's always next week. Actually, not
It's a
next
different
week.
monster, but isn't it?
Well,
Is it reset between sessions, or is it?
it's
a running
regional.
tally?
It's regional. So if you
What does that
defeat
mean?
it, that means the monster has everything to do with where you are.
Well, is it persistent like the counter?
I'm going
Or does
to.
it reset?
So I have. Okay, this is an alpha testing. I think it depends on how easily we accomplish it. If it's something that's not like, if it's not plausible for us to reach it every day, then it'll be I'll save your progress until you summon it. But if it's like we're knocking it out all the time, so I guess it just really depends. It depends on you guys. But if you
Alright,
do
lunch is
defeat it
ready. I'm
today,
just gonna go grab it.
okay. If you do defeat it
Also-
today, there will be a new one next
Oh.
week. So, you know, more opportunities for excitingness.
There's
is it
just a
always
queue.
combat, or is it like different encounter styles?
I think we'll experiment with that.
Hmm.
I think we'll experiment with that. It'll be challenging, but it'll be fun and it'll be rewarding.
Right.
And the boons do like this talk with mushrooms will persist through the entire time you're in the whirling caverns or whirling tunnels. And just so you know, these mushrooms do regard you as friends. And you will have advantage on all charisma or on like you will be able to convince them to help you.
Okay.
Whatever that means.
I would just like to say, out of character, the hardest thing for any player will probably be trying to solve a riddle in character.
I'm not good at writing riddles. So
No,
I-
I was playing with one of my other friends, and the DM gave us, like, I don't even remember what the riddle was, but, like, the answer was a candle, but none of our characters were technically intelligent. So it was
Oh.
just like, we all knew the answer, but we had to role play it out, and it was just like,
So here's how I
Am I-
feel about that. Just because you have a low intelligence to me means book smart, like you were educated professionally. So like a lot of people who are not educated might be clever enough to figure out a riddle.
everyone played a low intelligence, so, like, relatively normal common sense, but it was like just a little bit technical, so it wasn't like, oh yeah, that's exactly
okay,
this.
but
This makes sense.
To be fair, a intelligence score of 10 is an average
It's average.
human. So if you as a person who is not magically enhanced, I'd say like a human in real life would have like 10 would be our average intelligence, and then someone who has like, I feel like Kurutsu would be like a 12 just because you're so educated and are so smart. But yeah, like an 8 is like a high school jock.
Right. The thing is, we all dumped intelligence.
Well, everyone
is
does
what
because
happened, so yeah,
it is not a good stat unless you're a wizard.
it's not a good.
That's
stat, yeah.
literally
I
the
don't even-
stat that I always dump that stat unless I'm a wizard. There's no reason to take it.
Whenever I even like make a character, I'm like, okay, their dumb step is going to be int because it doesn't make sense to give them intelligence, but I'm not necessarily going to make them stupid because of it.
Right.
Like I could have a very clever, intelligent character that just happens to have 8 intelligence. I'm not gonna.
But
I'm not
street
gonna make
smarts
them,
would like clever
really
could be
dumb.
wisdom, you know? Clever could be
Yeah.
wisdom.
But I'm also not gonna be like, oh, I don't know what 2 + 2 is. You know, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I'm
Unless
not
your
gonna
name's
make them-
Clomper.
Yeah.
Or-
some characters are like.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun to play dumb, and that's an exception.
I
to
feel
the
like those
rule, but
characters have a 5 int.
Well, he
I'm
hasn't
pretty
had
good
an
at
8.
playing. I'm really good at playing dumb, and it's very fun to play dumb. But I don't like to make all my characters dumb, if they have a low intelligence stat. It's fun to do it occasionally, but not all the time.
So here's the problem. There's a bunch of cool skills that are associated with intelligence, like history and arcana and religion. However, just the way it works in D&D, the DM is rarely going to lock information behind an int check. If it's important for the story, they need you to figure it out. And so if you're just going to get the important shit anyway, why would you invest points into free information? That's the problem. I know that there's a lot of people who have homebrewed things, like you can substitute int for other checks. Like, so when we do Castles and Crusades, the way their system works is you can apply any ability score to anything you're trying to do. For instance, you're trying to cross a river. If you're strong, you're just athletic and you cross the river. If you decide to use intelligence, you go, well, the current is from up there to there, so I'm going to walk over here and let the current take me down through. So,
That's really cool.
yeah, so it's a lot more flexible. You can basically use your best stats to accomplish things, however you think that would happen. And so that's how it works. And I do really love the idea of ability checks, or not skill checks being made with different ability scores. And the new 5e character sheet lets you choose which ability score you use when you make a check.
Yeah, that's dope.
It defaults
really
it.
interesting.
Yeah, if you guys notice, if you make a check, there's a little drop down. So you can do like an intimidation check, and you can choose: am I doing it with strength? Am I doing it with dex? Am I,
Oh.
And
I do know that with the Mechanist in Exalted Vaults, it actually has some abilities that require int, and like a damage ability that
okay.
requires int modifier. So
'Cause the Mechanist
Yeah,
reminds me of
different.
the Artificer, so it's probably similar. Artificer is the other class that takes int.
Artificer does take int, yeah.
And I know that
Yeah.
like the third casters, like Eldritch Knight and the rogue one, the Arcane Trickster.
Arcane Trickster.
uh,
There's another one now too as well. The Rune Knight.
Oh yeah. The Rune Knight. Is that int as well?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I think int is there should be.
They're trying to put more.
So there's just too many charisma casters. Like I've seen a popular theory that sorcerers should be constitution casters, and I think that would be cool. Like it'd change things up, Dump into constitution.
Are warlocks constitution
No.
casters?
They're
They're
charisma.
charisma.
Their charisma.
Which is like why? Why are they charisma?
That feels like it should be a con.
Yeah,
It's because
that's
they were
true.
able to make a cool contract with a bigger deity. They obviously
Yeah.
have the words and the wherewithal to make deals, so their
Mhm.
career
I would
is
say that it would depend on. I would say that it would depend on the patron what type of casting it would be.
Wouldn't
But
it be
imagine
cool?
one with a strength casting.
Wouldn't it be cool if,
I
if
cast
you were a
Fist.
caster, you got to choose if you were wisdom, charisma, int, or con? Like any of
I
them.
think that's cool.
Because I feel like some clerics could be book smart, and some druids could be constitutionally sound.
I want to make a war
Ones
cleric
that are,
so
like,
bad.
A sorcerer could be like very wise. I feel like that'd be a really neat way, neat angle.
I was thinking of making a cleric that is lawful, almost lawful neutral, leaning on lawful evil, where they're a war cleric and they will beat the fuck out of anybody, but their system of rules is hurt first, heal, and then follow the law, basically. So
Sounds like the cleric I was working on for your campaign that will happen one day.
Yes, but
My
the difference
order
is
clerk.
my character is a piece of shit, and they'll be like, "Oh, you want me to heal you? Healthcare."
That
American
sounds like a
healthcare.
cleric of Avatar from
What
Pathfinder.
is your
American
pet?
healthcare. Give me money.
Yes!
What is?
He just got me sushi. I didn't even ask for sushi.
Ooh, yum.
Yummy.
And it even has the ginger and the wasabi. The last couple times they didn't give us ginger or wasabi. The last 5 times we've ordered sushi.
I mean, something
Blame
that's
for
Asian
saying what?
inspired.
What?
That is
Shout out
against the
Steve-O,
law.
Steve-O is...
the homie.
He takes such good care of his family.
And I said, I mean, saying it's Asian inspired.
What are you eating?
Dim Sims.
Oh, I love that.
Or you don't have it in America most of the time. I
Dim...
don't think.
It's a soup, right?
Dim Sum is different to Dim Sim.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Sims.
I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
these are.
I have
This is a
been
Dim Sim.
legitimately craving ginger. Like, craving it.
Yeah, this is more like a.
Chat, you know what to do.
This is more like a dumpling.
I like really the wasabi and the ginger, like that bite. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. It's like acidic. I guess we're taking another 2 minutes, guys. Apologies. But that's fine because I gotta drag this out anyway.
So anyway, Kothar and Nicole's parents, they don't approve of the twins dating the other twins, and so they go to get divorces from who they think is like their actual partner, but again, it's the evil twins. They're the evil twins that they're actually married to, and they don't realize it. But then they try and get the divorce, but then Kothar and Nicole both get pregnant with, you guessed it, twins. Yeah.
That's
And one of them
crazy.
is good and one of them is evil, and the cycle continues.
I feel like
Damn.
this whole
That's crazy.
story is infected with Demogorgon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So is this a movie or like a TV series?
This is a soap opera.
It's
This
a
is
soap opera.
Yeah.
Every
at what
Wednesday
point did
at
we
noon.
get married?
I'm sorry?
At what point did the characters get married?
So you guys both got married, but
Born
then
out of
the
wedlock, or
yeah, like out of wedlock, but then like both you, like the real Nicole and the real Kothar, like stormed in on the evil wedding, and they're like, this cannot be.
Oh.
And they're like, if anybody would like to speak out against this marriage, speak now or forever hold your peace. And then like
Door
and
slams
like
open.
Kothar comes, yeah, like bursting through and be like, I would like to object, and they go, Kothar.
It was the
And
real. It
then-
was, oh my god! And then
Yeah.
everyone's literally like audibly gasping, and
Audibly.
like the
The hand over the mouth.
the mother of the
The
Oh.
monster-in-law.
yeah,
Yeah.
whoever is gonna the
Take off their mask, and it's Nicole.
what? Oh my god! Someone faints in the audience. There's just
Yeah.
too much for them. That's
I can't wait to
crazy.
film this. When are we getting together and filming this?
That's crazy. And then
Hold on, and then the father-in-law
yeah.
takes off his mask, and it's Shawl, and she's naked.
I
Disco
thought you
ball
boobs
drops
looked
from
too
the
big.
roof of the church.
And then Amanda Bynes pops up and says, "Bring in the dancing lobsters." And then it's a disco just tits out party. It's amazing. And
feel like-
then
And one of the
I
lobsters
feel like
takes
Yasin
off her
be-
costume. It's Nicole.
Yaslin would be all for a tits out party.
Yes,
Amazing.
Yaslin is obviously invited to the Tits Out party.
and then
100%.
our characters weren't invited, but we were just doing some shopping like next door to the church or wherever it was being held, and I heard in Bring in the Dancing Lobsters, and I was like, oh shit. And our surgery is healing really well. The doctor gave us the thumbs up. The surgeon said it's okay for us to dance now. So this is like the first time that we've been able
Whose
to go
body
on
is
the tent.
attached to whose?
Well, so
Whose
here's what I
head?
was thinking is that it's actually just a split right down the middle for both of us.
I like that.
Yeah. So
You guys
like,
are just
we each-
describing like Demogorgon tieflings.
So we each control one half of our respective side.
Right.
And like, but it's funny because we don't always agree. And then it's like, oh, you know, it's like, who gets to be in charge of the body today?
Yeah. And then there's a
Yeah.
laugh track.
There is, yeah. And like audience, like sometimes when one of us gets up to shenanigans, it's usually Buff's character. The audience will be like, "Boo."
Speaking of
Yeah,
laugh
yeah,
track
yeah.
and boo track, I'm actually setting
Yeah.
that up for next week.
I have a laugh track and boot track on my stream, and I just use it to myself all the time. I laugh at my own
Speaking-
fucking jokes and then
got
I
this
laugh
as
track.
well. I used to do that for Roll for Love because
Yeah.
there was supposed to be an audience, but it's not actually there. It's like a pretend
Yeah.
audience, but it's just Twitch chat. And so I'd put like laugh tracks and clap tracks.
Oh my god, that gif.
That was the best story to listen to while I wolfed down this salmon and shrimp sushi roll. But I'm just
What
about
would,
done.
what would our joint combined name be, Buff? We'd have to change it legally because we'd be one person.
It'd be Cormich?
Okay.
Jaira?
Shayra.
Jayra?
Jayra.
Not
Sounds
Jayla.
like
Jayla,
Jagor.
Jaira Cormish. It's like a first name and a last name.
Oh, okay. Jaira Cormidge? Yeah.
Or
What would our
Cormish
theme
Jaira.
song be?
This is your theme song. It's the Out of the Abyss Demogorgon. Wait, no, Demogorgon music. Hold on. I have that.
Oh no.
This is the song
It's
that was
the-
playing
the
at-
really-
Don't play it. Don't play around J-Bitch. Start the mace will get hard.
This song, yeah, this is that horrifying, like, organs playing.
The ritual
Mhm.
music.
This is what everyone's busting it down to in the disco.
How do you dance to this? You hold a dab.
You do it slow. You like. Dun, dun.
I am so sad that this sushi is over. It's so good.
That is the problem with good food. It's gone too
Mhm.
quickly.
It has gone way too fast. But I have my own sushi sticks, chopsticks, that I keep on hand.
I can't use chopsticks.
Really?
I just screw it up all the time.
I couldn't either until Retsu made me and wouldn't let me. It wouldn't let me eat with a fucking fork.
Really?
And yeah, we were out at a restaurant, and we were at a Japanese restaurant. And I had never learned to use chopsticks in my life, and I was out with her and Frosty and everybody, and the food comes, and we have chopsticks, and I turn and I ask the waiter for a fork, and all of them simultaneously goes, "No, don't give him a fork." And the waiter goes, "Okay." And then I was like, "Wait, what?" And they were like, "No, learn how to use chopsticks."
That's so
And then I was like, "What the fuck?" So I sat there for like 10 minutes struggling, not eating a single thing.
They
And
gave
the
you
waiter- The waiter
Yeah,
comes
they get to-
back.
It's for like the kids. when
Yeah,
they're
the
learning.
waiter
Yeah.
comes back with the baby chopsticks and
There you
says, "Here, you
go.
might need these."
Yeah.
But I couldn't figure out how to
Yeah.
use those either.
Really?
When I went to Japan, I tried some of the local food, and it just made me sick. So I had to spend most of the time eating McDonald's and stuff like that instead. It was terrible.
I've heard the McDonald's in Japan is really good.
I hear it.
Well, they
McDonald's
taste
in
exactly
every
the same as-
country other than America is really
It's
good.
like solid
It-
food, yeah.
It was basically the same as here.
Huh.
So
But don't they
which
have
is-
like cool
bad.
stuff on the menu?
it was
They
the
have
same as
seasonal
what here.
stuff.
So
I know in Hawaii, McDonald's has like Spam sandwiches. Because
Yes.
Spam is like,
Spam is an actual food in Hawaii.
yeah, like when I
Yes.
went to Hawaii, like we
Japan.
walked
That
into
wasn't a
McDonald's,
question. That was a statement because I know and it cracks me. Because
and there
that's
was
why
like
we call it.
Spam sandwiches.
But
Yeah,
that's why we
Spam is
call
something
your
that's a
spam
big
folder.
thing.
That's what that's named after. It's named after the food. Because a lot of people, I like spam. I don't think it's bad.
Never had it.
It just
I
tastes
think
like
it's just
bologna.
I thought it was just a really cheap mix of meat.
Yeah, it's
type
cheap
thing.
It is.
meat mix. That's literally all it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it tastes like bologna
They
to
just-
me.
They just spam all the meat in there.
Yeah. Well,
But-
spam was never a verb until the internet
Yeah.
turned it into.
But it's probably how they make the spam meat
Yeah, I think so.
that got the name for it.
Japanese food is really good. I just had
Like I
very
said, I did try
American.
some,
Light, typically.
but in the end, the only stuff I could eat was from a convenience store. That wouldn't make me feel sick. That was Japanese. Like,
Was it just raw
had
fish?
some-
You couldn't handle raw fish?
I don't know.
Or just in
I-
general.
It was just in
What did
general.
you
Like,
try?
I can't remember. It's too long ago now. I could just remember that the stuff from the convenience store was okay, which was some sushi, and also some ramen. But anything else I tried made me feel sick. So
Like nauseous?
Yeah. nauseous and like I'm gonna vomit.
Thank you so
Uh,
much. I'm wearing my chainmail armor that Kurutsu
Nice
got
top.
for me. Actually.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Actually.
It does look great.
Thank you. I have more like pieces to a cosplay that just haven't arrived yet.
On a very random note, did you guys know that having milk from different countries has a distinct different taste?
I didn't know that because I've never had milk from another country, but I believe it.
I believe
I
it.
think it has to do with some of like the pasteurization laws and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have heard that Mountain Dew tastes different here than in America.
it does.
So
A lot of
It's
less
different-
sugar.
it's a different type of sugar they use in it. So,
Huh.
which is probably why it tastes like crap here.
I don't really
That's
drink.
okay.
I'm maybe like I know soda tastes good, but I actually am kind of disgusted by it. But I think that's because I've been not drinking soda for so many years that I don't
I've-
know. It's just
I've
too
learned
much
that if
for
I
me.
try the zero sugar soda, but with cherry flavoring, it tastes almost like regular soda. But I also learned that I drink 12 of those a day, and I have no sort of regulation, so it kind of just counteracts the healthiness of it all.
Right?
So
Well,
I don't drink
that's-
soda.
Self-control.
Too much carbonation in general can fuck you up.
Yeah.
I mainly drink water, but I do occasionally get a bottle of apple, mango, and banana juice, and sometimes also soft drinks, as we call them here, or sodas. But I don't get them very often because A, they cost a fair bit in comparison to how much money I get, and B, they're both very unhealthy, and I just drink
Yeah.
them way too fast.
I'm
So-
a fast drinker. Like anything, I chug. I don't know. I can't like regulate my sipping. I'm not a sipper. I'm a.
Apparently, that's
Gulper.
an ADHD trait.
Is
Mm.
it?
It's literally like, like you're about to die. Like you drink water, like it's you've never
Like,
tasted it before in your
yeah,
life.
I
You're
go
like,
through
yeah.
drinks so fast. I don't, and I just can't help it. I thought of this. I'm gonna say this one last thing, and then we'll get back to it. But Elephant, I thought of you because you and Gnome love to point out my ADHD quirk. Because so I didn't realize I had this until maybe a couple years ago. I just like I either thought I was weird or hey Dak, thank you so much for the raid. 28 people. We're just finishing up our little break. We're about to go back to Out of the Abyss. I'm telling a little story, and then we're gonna go back into it. Thank you so much for that raid. Remember, you can get your favorite player inspiration, and if you do that, thank you so much. Thank you so much. If you get them inspiration, you
Yay, 4 months.
4 months already. You will take our players on a path to darkness where they will gain boons. Every 5 inspirations grants a new boon and eventually takes them to the mystery monster. And you will summon a monster that they have to deal with. Anyways, back to my ADHD rant. Something I found out that I thought was universal, and I verified this with my husband. I was like, hey, you know when? To see what he'd say, and he's like, no. And I was like, thought so. I get very sensitive. Like if someone does this to my arm for more than 10, 15, 20 seconds, it starts to hurt excruciatingly. Like it's being rubbed raw. And it's like, stop
I did
it.
not know this was an ADHD thing, and my husband does this to me all the time affectionately.
I
and
don't know if
have
it's-
to move his hand to be like, I hate this. Like resting your hand like on my arm or something or like whatever is like, oh, that's nice. But it's like the rubbing
Yeah,
in one spot.
It feels
and I'm
like a
I can't.
sunburn. I
Yeah.
actually made a boy mad once. He took me to a play and he was sitting next to me and he was doing that to my arm and I thought I was gonna die. So I took his arm and moved it and smiled
Yeah.
and he went like this. And I was like,
It's
but
weird.
but it's
thought
it's
this was a
also-
And then he was single
experience
for the
that
rest of his life.
I have only ever had.
Sad.
But it also applies to like if my lashes are on, they bother my eyes. If
Is
I
it a
can't,
sensory thing?
yeah, it's a sensory thing. I can't wear glasses and headphones at the same time because it just the pressure gives me migraines.
Yeah.
Yep.
My erogenous zones are too sensitive to be handled at all. They have to be there has to be like a layer in between for me to not want to scream out in pain. And this whole time I just thought that was normal, and it turns out I don't know if every person with ADHD has it or if it's just a common trait, but I was like, wow.
I'm so shook right now.
And-
Very common.
And what's funny is I always considered myself to have a really high pain tolerance. Like I have a lot of
Right.
tattoos on my body.
Yeah.
But that's because the tattooing just kind of feels like normal life.
So I
Oh,
I'm like this where like something rubbing against me will it goes numb. It doesn't feel.
I wish it would
good
go
or-
numb. That'd
But-
be nice.
I also like have to always be doing something with my hands, so I'm very likely to be doing that to my partner.
I do that. I
Same.
love to
I
rub
have
my
to-
hands through stuff.
I
I'm a
have
nail
to-
biter.
Same.
Yeah, I'm very like either bite my
Yeah.
nail or drink. Yeah, I have all these fucking quirks, and
The
no one
thing-
told me what it was.
The thing too, and that I've like gotten my husband to do, because again, like I don't know why, but it's just like there'll be one spot and it's a small like back and forth because it's like a comforting thing or it's a like affectionate whatever.
that.
For me, it's like
Oof.
if the surface area that you're moving is large enough where you can go sort of like maybe slowly and then come back so it doesn't just feel like you're being rubbed raw in one
Yeah.
spot, then it's like different. But
Yeah. Or if there's like
that's weird.
lubrication, like if there's like lotion.
yeah, like if you're getting a massage or something.
Yeah. It's so
But
good.
yeah, either over top of skin or even like over top of clothes or whatever.
It's like
That's
too much.
so
It's like yeah, it's like you're like
crazy.
Anyway.
I do wonder if I have ADHD, but I have no idea really, because like there are some certain things that trigger me sort of not feeling great, and
I
the
think
thing with the
Get a
gulping
diagnosis
that you
for
said,
it.
the
Yeah.
thing with gulping you said, like I got up last night because I had to pee, and it turns out I drank almost all of this last night before bed without even realizing.
So it's interesting.
So-
A lot of these traits, like kind of what Scarlett I think was pointing to, is that like if you do this, it doesn't mean that you have ADHD, but it's sort of just like it's been a
Yeah.
commonality
Possi-
that people who
possibility.
have a
Yeah.
diagnosis
Yeah.
also kind of share in some of these other similar
Quirks.
traits.
It's
That wouldn't
also-
be like diagnosable as like you go to your doctor and it's like why are you here? I think I have ADHD. Why do you think that? I gulp a lot of water. Like that wouldn't be like a check off
Well,
the list.
Yeah.
I had a nurse that I played Black Desert Online with say that because I thought I might have dyslexia,
Mm.
but she said it sounds more like ADHD. So
It's very
yeah.
ADHD looks like a lot of other things as well, and that's the issue.
Yeah.
Is that
yeah,
you can go to a doctor and say I have these symptoms, and unless you get professionally diagnosed, that could mean ADHD, PTSD, or depression, or a mix of the three.
anxiety,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or-
So it's
yeah.
very important that if you think something
Or a
like this is happening
combination.
to you,
yeah.
or a
like,
combination of the
other
three.
If you have
neurodivergent-
anxiety, that kind of hides a lot of the ADHD.
For me,
Yeah.
I like my depression is because of my ADHD and vice versa. Like they like to feed on each other. But it's important to get a professional diagnosis.
It is. I actually need
or
to
else
do that.
You will you'll be spitting in the wind. You won't know what direction you're supposed to be going, and two, you're just gonna waste your time.
Well, the only
chat
thing
professionally diagnosed.
the only thing I
Here's
have actually
acting.
been diagnosed is with gender dysphoria. So, and I have a proper diagnosis for that. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
So okay. The chat is actually getting kind of anxious.
God,
Oh,
don't
and
be
very quick-
anxious. Go to
very
your doctor
quick
and
thing
get
on
an
that,
anxiety.
Chat.
They're
very,
mad.
very quick
said.
thing on. Very quick thing I have to say about gender dysphoria: you can actually be gender dysphoric and not be transgender, and you should actually be transgender without being gender dysphoric.
I was
as
about
well.
to say, I think
So,
you could be trans without being
Yeah.
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 So It's very common for trans people, but you don't have to have it to be trans. You don't have to be trans to have it. So
All right. Let's go back into our trans fantasy. Let's transition back into character.
So before we all run off, Lucius is gonna look at Cora and look at Yadlin and be like, I think we should heal them before we go.
Yeah, as
Is this area
Lucius-
still?
Oh.
Go ahead.
we'd have to do some sort of investigation, I think, to work that out.
Say, as Lucius is saying that, Kothar's going to pull out his healing kit and he's going to say, we don't have the time to do too much, but yeah, this will help in the meantime. And he's going to pull out his little healer's kit and offer everybody some pills, one for each person.
Are those spores things still around? The magical things?
What magical? Oh, the rapport spores?
Yeah.
You're all still under the effects of rapport spores.
Okay.
So you can all talk to each other.
No. I'm thinking of the spores that are super magically.
You mean the wild
inclined.
magic?
Oh.
Yeah.
Phasers. Yeah.
Oh,
Phasers.
Cora still feel.
Why don't you make an investigation?
Okay.
No.
Huh.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh, Cora!
LMAO.
Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
Nat 20.
Jamich thinks that the mushrooms kind of look like flowers if you squint your eyes and shake them back and forth really fast.
The Fairs
Or it
Res is permeating.
Blanket,
Ooh.
yes. Blanket magic, yes. No magic.
No matter.
Yasmin will take a tablet, a pill, whatever.
Yeah, I'll take a pill.
He's still.
So,
So-
will Cora.
I don't need one.
So everyone, if you're healing, roll 1d6 plus 9. And you heal that much.
And you have
Um,
enough pills for all of us?
I
I
have
wanted to
plenty, do not
point
worry.
out that. Actually, I'm not going to point that out. Never mind. I'll let you.
You can
figure
only
that out on
benefit
your
once
own.
per day. Once per long rest.
What?
From what I'm doing.
No,
Is that
that's
what you're
not.
trying to
That's
point
not what
out?
I was going to say. I mean, I think so, but. I was
Shall
thinking
we
that-
travel onwards? Let's get right to where we're. I get like right up to where the cluster of mushrooms is, and then I eat the mushroom to go small. Keep on going.
You shrink down, and the whole world just gets really big. And you realize that this thicket you can now traverse through. It feels like you're in a mushroom forest.
Nakul is going to sort of kneel down next to the mushrooms that were laughing at him earlier. And just, would you be able to slow the one that was running through you all?
You want to
Would you be able to slow him down?
We can maybe make things complicated for him for sure. That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. All right, we'll see what we can do.
Thank you.
Show me on the map where you guys are going, by the way.
I believe
Just
we don't.
over
I don't know
here.
which way Droki went.
Spinning this
So
way.
I'm gonna show you where you heard the voice. You heard it go from over here to over there.
Hmm.
So he's going this way.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on. Pause.
Yeah. I'm going
Pause.
I'm
We're
going
still
back.
having the epic music right now.
The music made me want to go fast.
Oh, is the music going right now?
Escape.
Give me
Yeah,
the
it's
zoom.
it's the
Demogorgon.
Demogorgon music.
Oh, my bad. That's supposed to be done.
Demo Daddy was up ahead.
Man, we
I
are
had it turned
some-
down so I could hear it. Okay, as you guys step right here, you hear a horrific shriek. Just, and you all, hold on, let's see. I have a character sheet I need to take a look at.
Oh no.
As you start shrieking, these mushrooms right here become visible to you. These mushrooms that looked like normal mushrooms are just screaming on the top of their lungs, and the entire fungal forest starts to shudder
Did we
What's wrong? What's
skip
going
over
on?
something?
Going on.
I talked to one of the mushrooms. Are you okay? What is happening?
Danger! Danger! Stranger danger! Stranger
under-
danger! They're basically
we're
just
not
screaming
strangers.
stranger danger at you.
We're not strangers. Who are you talking about?
You!
Oh. I thought we were cool.
As you're screaming, as they're screaming, these swarms of centipedes start lacing their way out of the mushroom forest and are going to attack you.
I thought these mushrooms were supposed to be friendly.
The
Has
mushroom-
anyone here played Alpha Centauri? The video game, Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri? Because this reminds me exactly of the life forms in that you fight.
Oh no, these are called shrieker
Oh.
mushrooms.
Cora says, no magic.
Cora, your first move.
Okay.
And these things just still scream. Just
Alright. I'm going to.
hold on. We need to have a bop going on in here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We be straight bopping, though.
We be straight bopping. Hold on, let me get it going.
Oh. Yeah. That's Cora's turn. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
For a boss.
I mean, if you want some music going, I did have the wonder conducting.
Oh, so Yaslin's like,
Is this what she's playing?
Yep.
Yeah, this is what she's playing.
That's the action that you're gonna take.
No, not actually. Like,
I'm
you know,
fine with
just
it. That's funny.
Cora is going to make a.
My real question is, can you drown out the
You can-
shrieking
24 hit?
with the wand?
Does 24 hit?
it does.
Okay. So she is going to 11 damage. Is it still up?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Dread Ambusher.
All right.
Extra damage, and then I get a second attack.
Uh huh. That hits.
25. 13.
That hits. And then you get a second. You get another attack because you are level 5.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm a generous god. That hits.
Very generous. Pow pow pow.
So
7
you just start shoot as these centipedes are just crawling in and around all of these mushrooms. You just start hitting them, and you've got about more than half of them are dispatched in this little swarm, but this swarm is still exists.
I'm gonna maybe take just a bit of movement away from them as my turn.
Oh, I guess these guys are no longer here. I'll delete them. Goodbye, Seraph.
Ooh, that feels
We
bad.
knew thee not that well.
And that is my turn.
Nicole, it is your turn.
How injured does Cora look?
Cora, how injured do you look?
I look about as injured as if someone had 13 out of 42 health.
Alright. Nicole is going
If
to take
only someone would grant you guys a boon.
Nicole is going to take his bonus action to not cast, but use healing light from his
That's a feature, right? Not a spell, right?
yeah, it's a feature.
Cool.
It doesn't want to roll.
No?
Alright. It doesn't want to roll for me for
What,
some reason.
what is it saying?
It's not. I'm clicking on it and nothing is coming up.
That means you have to
Maybe you need to-
refresh.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see.
you want me to roll it for you while you get in here?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Oh, it's not working. Hold on.
Yeah,
Maybe
It's fine.
No. Let me see why. Interesting.
Oh, I haven't targeted her.
Oh, that's
That's
right. You
why.
gotta target people.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Wait, is it
There we
automatically
go.
gonna heal me? That's so cool if it does.
Let's see. It is 1d6.
Well, yeah, click on it.
Did it automatically do it?
did. Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank
Was
you.
that a spell?
No, it
No.
was a feature.
What if it was
you-
you shut your mouth?
Teacher, didn't we have homework
I feel
today?
I feel like someone might say that to me soon. I'm always the one pointing
I was
stuff
about to say that's Pradix's job is to point
Yeah.
everything
That's
out.
his job.
But
Wanted to
Nicole
share
is
the
going
blame
to
today.
then go here between all of them.
Okay.
And then... Yeah. He's gonna take a swing at the mushroom.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Make that swing.
Let's see if that works.
Swing away, Meryl. Swing away.
Was that so I?
Or I would like to use my inspiration.
You don't have to. That hits.
Oh, that hits. Okay.
Very easy to hit these things. But it has a reaction. It shrieks even louder, but how much damage are you gonna do? It as you hit it, its voice just "Ah!"
Oh, what? No, that's not what I meant. Why did it roll attack again? Damage. Normal.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
6 damage.
You like knock off a huge chunk of this screecher, and it's just "Ah!" It's alive, but
But it's still alive.
yeah.
But that is all of my actions.
All right, this actionless paladin warlock thing has done a good job inserting himself heroically. J-Mitch, it is your turn.
Wow, no, cool. Pretty cool. J-Mitch thinks to himself as he raises his hand to cast a spell and then looks over at Cora, who just said, "No magic." And I go, "Fuck, that's right." And then I realize that I've made magic my entire personality, and I start to cry. But then I take out my rapier because I remember I can still cut things, even though I'm no longer a cook. And I go to flambe this fucking centipede.
Cool. And just so you know, you did when you cast the mage hand as a cantrip,
Yeah.
nothing bad happened.
That's very true.
Just keep that in mind. But you may
Very true.
flambe this mushroom or the centipede.
But I don't think J-Mitch would realize that that was the case. Yeah.
Sounds good.
So I would melee him with a rapier.
The first rapier hit of the campaign.
Yeah, that's true.
It hits.
16.
Go for it.
And is this just like a swarm of centipedes? Is that what I'm
Yeah,
looking at?
you just slice the head off
How
of
big
more.
do they look to me? Are they like normal?
Yeah, they're
okay. They're big.
not
Okay.
they're not like little centipedes, but they're not monster size. Like the swarm of them.
They're slightly above the national average.
There's enough of them to make you scared
Yeah.
if you're afraid of centipedes, and I am afraid of centipedes.
I got you. Yeah, I just start stabbing at them with my butcher's knife, aka my rapier, and I'm like chopping them up.
Please make
And
sure
then-
you wash that before you cook. Oh wait, you don't want to cook. Never mind.
Wow. Everybody goes silent. The shrieking stops, and everybody just looks at you awkwardly. No, just kidding. I look over to Nicole and go, It's really as simple as cooking. You would be a really good cook, or at least a good prep, a good prep cook. And that's my pep talk for Nicole to get bardic inspiration.
Sweet. Hold on, let me give him bardic inspiration.
Can I target him?
Yeah, see if you can cast it on him.
That works. Features, bardic inspiration, usability. Did it work?
I don't know.
Did
Are
it
you
do
guys
anything?
flanking or no?
See.
You will be
I-
now.
I do not.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Okay.
just give it to you.
Well, you get a D6 or something.
There.
Yay.
Yay. Okay.
I was really good at helping around in the kitchen before. Thanks.
Yeah.
Aw. Lucius, it's your turn.
You get a D6 on your next save.
Lucius is gonna eye this centipede swarm right here,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna pull out his longbow and draw 2 arrows and let him fly.
Do it. Just normal, no sharpshooter.
He's gonna also initiate sharpshooter.
Gotcha.
Longbow.
Make sure to add the -5 in there so that it calculates it correctly.
For the situational bonus?
Yes.
-5.
Yes.
Cool.
That misses. Roll again.
Oh, oops.
Oh no.
I think I forgot to add the -5 on that one.
It doesn't matter because it's still. Oh wait. Hold on.
-5.
Yeah. it's
Minus
not
5.
gonna
Hold on. Yeah, it misses. It misses.
hit. Oh. Man, they're so pesky and wiggly.
Would you like to use your bonus action?
Let's see. Do I have a bonus action? That isn't a spell. I do not.
You don't want to make any risks? Who knows? Maybe
No.
you'll just turn into a potted plant.
Who knows? Maybe we'll cast fireball and lightning.
You guys got so unlucky. Alright, this swarm of centipedes is going to attack Nakul. Okay, 1 second. It actually is going to go on top of Nakul. And now Nakul
Nice.
is covered in centipedes. But they are unable to bite through your armor. But you're covered in centipedes.
He's very carefully keeping his mouth closed.
Gross! This shrieker over here just continues to scream. And you hear more rustling coming, drawn to the sound. And then it
Get them to
is
stop.
Kothar's turn.
I'm gonna toll the dead, the shrieker next to Nicole.
Okay. Let me do the. Why isn't it giving me an opportunity to make the savings throw? What's the save?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay. I would be amazed if this thing succeeded. Does a 15 save?
Yeah.
I got a -4. A -4 to wisdom.
That's my
Damn.
turn. Yay.
Oh no. Yaslin.
So,
Do we all see Kothar attempt to do this?
Yeah, I imagine.
That suddenly go
So,
quiet again, and
Justin-
everyone looks at him awkwardly.
Yeah.
how far away can she move? I should have checked that. So Jason's going to move back to there. Make sure she's away from people, and then she's going to cast Firebolt on the one that I think I've targeted. Yes, I do. The one at the north the most.
Okay, I see. Go ahead.
And it has like 120 feet range, so she's definitely within range of it still.
Okay, you hit, and you notice nothing weird or magical happens. That little firebolt was amazing.
Wait, how did you? We can cast magic if it's. Huh.
Strange. I wonder how that
She
works.
did it. She gets it free.
Yeah, it just kind of singed it a little bit. One of the centipedes goes.
And that ends Jason's turn.
Okay. This swarm of
Sweet.
centipedes goes on top of J-Mitch. Hold on, let me make sure I'm targeting J-Mitch. Okay. Whoa, whoa, not the centipede!
No, not the.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit because J-Mitch still doesn't have any armor.
What?
Wait.
You've never
Oh.
given him any.
You didn't
Wait,
go
we
buy
could have
any.
gotten you some.
Yeah, you guys have so much armor that you could have given him. You just
Don't
chose not
worry
to.
about it.
You're gonna
It's a
take
12.
4 damage as your body gets bitten.
Ow, says J-Mitch.
Ow. It's fucking creepy.
Oh wait, it already did the damage.
Already did it.
I know.
That's so cool.
I know. You hear rustling as another swarm of centipedes joins
Get rid of the shriekers.
the fray. They come in. Wait, what's their 20 feet? Okay. Now, it is Cora's turn again.
Okay. Okay. On my first attack, I'm going to use a smoking arrow.
Which one are you attacking?
The one over here.
Okay.
So it's 10 feet.
A 10-foot radius?
Yeah.
Alright. We can do that by making this.
Oh, that was so close.
It
16?
hits. It hits.
Okay.
Alright, you did 8 damage.
Damage, and my second attack.
What does the smoking arrow do?
I can make that for you.
Okay, cool. Heavily obscured. What does that mean for you shooting into that heavily obscured cloud for the second attack? Let me see what that means.
I would just then decide to do it the other way around. I would shoot the first one, and then
Okay.
the second one would be the smoking arrow.
Okay. I'm gonna see what heavily obscured actually does. For
Okay, an extra. So I do 18 damage. And
All
they
right.
are heavily obscured.
okay. Everything in that area is heavily obscured. And let me just double check what that means. Blindness. Okay. Let's see. Blindness 5e. Wow, you just have disadvantage of trying to shoot them. That's it. That's
And they're
They have
blind.
Disadvantage.
yeah. They're when as long as they're in there. But I just mean like if you were to try to shoot something through an obscured cloud, all you get is disadvantage. It's pretty generous. Okay. Yeah, it took a bunch of damage. You see about half of the centipedes in that swarm have been annihilated. Cool. It is your turn.
As a free action, can I ask the other mushrooms, how do I get it to stall?
You kill it!
Fair enough. Take a swing at the mushroom.
Butt Cloud is a butt to neutralize advantage. Thanks, Butt Spot. That hits?
You'd hope a 25 hits.
I certainly hope so too.
These are super mushrooms. Just kidding.
Oh, look, it died.
Wow, it died automatically. I didn't even have to do anything. This is so nice. All right, is that your turn?
I would like to move towards the other mushroom. But also,
You will take an
Are there-
attack of opportunity from the centipedes who are climbing all over you.
that's fine.
Would they move with him?
No,
But they?
no, they stay on the ground.
They just stay in a cool shaped formation in the air.
That's right.
Alright.
Let's see. Let's see how they do. Whoops. I'm gonna target you. They miss. They just can't hit you. All right. Anything else?
That's his turn.
Okay. J-Mitch.
Are you muted?
I think he's muted.
I'm muted, guys. What
You
do
gotta
mean?
wave the conducting wand.
Yeah, the conducting wand was talking over me. Can I do a free action? Would I know how good Nicool's constitution is normally, or would I have to roll for that?
What are you trying to decipher?
So, J-Mitch wants to cast Thunderclap. He knows it's a constitution saving throw. And if Nicool can pass it and the worms can't, great. But if Nicool gets hit by it, J-Mitch is going to feel really bad.
Do it. Nicole's always been really robust.
So, my question is, would I know if Nicool has good constitution or not?
You
would I have to
know
roll?
that
He's been our
Nicole
tank.
has the biggest pecs of the group.
Alright, go fair enough. That's enough to convince me to do this.
And that Nicole looks like Asian Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid. And he probably jogs on the beach shirtless every day.
J-Mitch
First
positions
sees
himself.
J-Mitch looking
Yeah.
at him and he's just like squinting, like, what are you doing?
J-Mitch
Your-
goes back to
Your
back
mace
with
feels
Nicole.
jealous.
Doing?
J-Mitch goes back to back with Nicool, which size-wise is just like my head is resting on his perfectly bubbled butt. And I just go, plug your ears! And I thunderclap. Getting all three of them into a thing.
Link
Or they
Thunderclap
all-
for me.
Can
Can you link the information of the spell?
I can.
Holy
As soon as
shit.
of course, that's so easy to do. There. it
Look
is.
how cool. Okay, each creature, a con save or take thunder damage. Cool.
Mhm.
Okay. Con save. I don't know why it's not letting me make the saves.
I don't know either. That could be
How
me.
much damage?
2d6.
Roll it.
That I will roll right now, obviously. 9 is the damage.
Okay, this group of centipedes just collapses. Let me make
Cool. The DC was 14.
Nicole
Oh, I
made
see.
it. The Shrieker doesn't make it.
Nope.
How much? 9?
9 damage is all or nothing.
Hell yeah. This is a pretty strong. Oops.
That is a strong counter.
It's very strong, but you have to be within melee range. It has to be centered on you, and that's the only problem.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Does it have to be centered on you?
Yes, because I'm the one clapping.
Oh. I thought you could choose.
Create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range other
Yeah,
than you.
self.
Yep.
Cool.
I think
What
you're
a-
thinking of Thunder Wave,
Yeah.
which is different.
Yeah, Thunder Wave,
Yeah.
I can push people
Thunder
back,
Wave
but
is like
Thunder-
the cone. I used to think Thunder Wave was like radiated from you, but it's a cone or it's a cube that
Yeah.
generated from
Yep.
you out, which is a
Right.
point of confusion. Excellent. So the Shrieker and the swarm of centipedes both die, but that sound
Mhm.
is so loud that you hear more rustling. Rustle, 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 rustle.
I sort of created the same problem we were trying to avoid. And I cast Bardic Inspiration on Cora. I point to Cora and I go, I say words that are
Inspirational.
that are very inspirational. I go, Jumbo Dragon Food, Jumbo Dragon Food, Jumbo Dragon Food.
Jumbo
Put it up
Dragon
there.
Food!
Okay.
What are you yelling?
Lucius,
Okay. Okay.
Just trust me. And let me target you because it's cool when I do that. What is that? That's not. What
Yeah, Tikon, it wasn't a leveled spell. If the shaker doesn't make, just fake till you make it. Hi, Sean.
Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, Lucius, I already gave it. You just cast it so that
Oh,
it
oh.
uses it, but I gave it to her.
You got it. You
Um,
already.
Lucius, it's your turn. You're muted.
Lucius will eyeball that swarm of centipedes again.
VIP.
I'm gonna eradicate you.
Good
He's
to
gonna
see you.
pull 2 more arrows and invoke his sharpshooter feat again.
Gotcha. You know what to do. Oh, I can't wait to eat more sushi. Holy shit. I'm just
And
thinking
what
about
was the
all the sushi
rules
that's waiting
on
for me.
ammo regathering? Is it half?
Mhm.
Rounded up.
Yeah, so keep an eye on that. Any magical ammo though is turned into normal ammo. That hits.
And yes. For 16 damage.
All right, hold on. That actually, you should add the +10 so it does all this automatically for the next one.
Okay. Got it.
Just that so it does it automatically, but that definitely ended it. But you have
And
another
he's gonna
shot.
look at the other one over next to.
Oh, I forgot. You were supposed to roll that at disadvantage because you're shooting into a cloud. It's okay. This next one has to be at disadvantage. Or you could shoot the one that's in front of you. There's one in a cloud, and then there's one in front of you.
This one was the one I shot.
Oh, this is the one that you're going to shoot at?
This was the one I shot with the first attack.
Oh.
I have it targeted on my screen.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need to go back then. I did the one that yes. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Never mind. That didn't die. Okay, this took. Okay, there. Now it's. Okay, you can shoot it again. It's still alive.
Okay, this one's still alive.
Yes.
I'll attack again.
-5 and then to the damage +10.
Who rolls?
I think that hits. That hits.
With a 7?
A 12 total.
Oh wait. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. Damage +10.
Why didn't it automatically? Something happened, but you finally, as you are drawing your arrow and you shoot these centipedes, your one arrow goes through like 5 of them, and they all just they die.
Oh yes. They should hire me as a pest exterminator. And just kind of sits there, and
Do you want to use your bonus action?
I have no bonus action.
Gotcha.
that I can
Kothar.
take.
Kothar, it's your
Correct.
I guess I'm gonna toll the dead again on these guys.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
The leftmost ones.
Gotcha. That's a wisdom save?
Yeah.
$14?
Yep, that makes it.
Aww. Your mace feels hungry in your hands.
Don't you have inspiration?
Yeah, but
You
I'm
don't?
not gonna use it against centipedes. Alright, that's my turn.
I just see this Kothar. You will feel the darkness within your. Oh fuck! You will feel the darkness within. God damn it!
Yeah, he like his eyes turn like red and he's doing this and he just goes, God damn it!
You
like, stomps his
feel
foot.
a voice in your heart. It has no timbre because it's just like in your heart. But you just hear, "Stop being such a pussy."
It's magic. I'm not a pussy. I mean, it's magic. I'm not a pussy. Is anyone listening?
The hammer
Given the
feels
last part.
angry. The hammer feels embarrassed. The hammer is experiencing secondhand embarrassment. Second hammer embarrassment. This swarm of centipedes is gonna go on top of Nakul. Oh wait, I just remembered. I could just go right in here and do it from the toolbar. And it misses again. Nakul, you are so good at avoiding little centipede bites. Yoslin, it's your turn.
And Yaslin's just going to cast Firebolt at the same target again.
Do it with disadvantage, please.
Yep.
It hits.
And it does.
Oh, you start frying these centipedes. There's like one centipede left. And that one centipede is going to also swarm onto Nakul. So Nakul has 2 swarms, a full swarm and the one left over from the last. You're gonna, and it misses. Can you make a, how does Nakul feel about a bunch of centipedes crawling all over him?
He's not happy.
Should I make you make like a charisma savings throw?
If you want.
Yeah, I want to see if I'm gonna make you roll on the madness table.
Okay. Or 16.
You keep it together. You're kind of panicking. There's creepy crawlies just trying to get inside of your armor, but you're like, but you're good. You're good. Cora, it's your turn. It's like the
Like, frantically resisting the urge to swat them off.
So I
Like,
think
don't
all the
flail.
centipedes have now moved out of the area that was.
yes.
Okay. I'm gonna make a path. Does my bardic inspiration automatically apply?
I don't know. I think
no,
it gives you an
you
option
can
to.
choose.
You can choose. It'll pop up.
Oh, bardic. Oh,
All this automation, it's like we're playing a video game.
it actually is really cool.
That's what I really like about Foundry is because it's open source. All types of creative people have been able to create these little apps that work with it.
Wait. Oh,
Hits.
okay.
And it tells me automatically. I don't have to go check its
That's awesome.
sheet. It just tells me.
11 damage.
All right. You see a couple of them
He's-
fall off.
You still up?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's still a lot of little creepy crawlies. You hit.
12. Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, sorry. That was attack, not damage. I was like, that's a lot. Right? Did I do that wrong?
That was an attack roll.
That was okay. 8 damage.
All right. Okay.
That ends per turn.
Okay. Cool. So now we have a swarm that's just one centipede, and then we have a swarm that's about half the size that it was before, and they're all on top of Nakul. So you're just shooting like so centipedes are on Nakul, and he's like ah, and an arrow. This is like an Indiana Jones like centipedes. Why has it got to be centipedes kind of moment? Nakul, it's your turn.
Can I hit them from where I'm standing? Okay.
When they're on you, you can hit them.
Okay. He's gonna
Just
try and
arrow
crush
off.
some of them. He's just like swatting them off of his legs.
Thank you, Maharishi. I have the best sound effects.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna move him out of the square so I can target them though.
Yeah, I've been doing that a lot. Speaking of sound effects, I watched a one shot by Ashley Johnson, and her sound effect for everything was even things that didn't sound like, and he hits you with a
That's her
pillow.
sound effect.
That was it. So that just became a joke. So now me and Steven, whenever we do a sound effect, we're just like, I threw a pie in your face. Oh, that hits.
I love it.
Oh yeah, you're getting covered in centipede slime.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Hate
excellent.
damage.
Excellent. It's already automatically applying. I love it. Still alive.
Can I try and push one of the swarms off of me?
Like with shield, you're...
Yeah, with the shield
Yeah,
bash.
absolutely. Which one? The one centipede or the bigger group of centipedes?
The bigger one.
Okay. Do a, hold on,
Let me see if it'll roll this time.
athletics?
Because I changed it. It doesn't want to roll. Okay. Yeah.
They just
God damn it.
cling onto your shield and they're just
Shield.
like...
Damn it, can you please get them up?
Jamage, it's your turn. You just see poor Nicole.
Jamich said in Discord that he cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
You had to step away for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me take a hold of his character and do that for him. Okay, hold on, let me get him. Okay. Jamich. Spells. Vicious Mockery. Oh shit, it like automatically had it make the save. And it failed. And it died. Wow,
Is that shocking?
No, just because it automatically rolled. Like, I didn't have to even do the save. It just told me that they failed.
What do you think Jamich would have said to it?
Your legs are creepy. I've seen
That sounds like a
millipedes.
Jamich thing.
I've seen millipedes longer than you.
It just dies from embarrassment.
That's right. Lucius, it's your turn. There's only one swarming centipede group left covering Nicole, and Nicole's like, ah, 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 get it off, get it off, get it off.
He's gonna look at the swarms and go, alright, very carefully now. He's gonna draw his bow and arrow.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm usually not a friendly fire type, but in the case of centipedes on top of Nicole, if you get a nat 1, you will roll damage and it'll hit Nicole, but only on a nat 1.
That'll be fine.
And only because they're literally on top of them. Normally I don't do this kind of thing.
He's gonna draw both arrows again and invoke his sharpshooter feat.
Okay. Shoot one after the other.
Go.
Jamich,
Am
I made
I-
sure to give a really good insult for you, and it killed it. It killed the centipede.
Goddamn fucking right it did.
I said I've seen millipedes longer than you.
Yeah, I need to
True.
reset.
They're under the national
Check
average.
it. Oh, there it goes. That was really delayed.
Maybe I'll make a special thing for you to roll that's specifically sharpshooter. I think you can put the sharpshooter effect on. You can activate it in your effects tab. And it'll do it for you. And then just turn it off if you don't want it.
Why am I not seeing... I'm not seeing my attacks pull up?
Hmm? What do you mean?
Like, it's not letting me initiate longbow. I keep hitting the dice icon.
Oh, that means you need to
Nothing's happening.
reload. You're lagged. Or are you targeted them?
Oh.
If you're not targeted, then that's why. If you are targeted, then you
This-
have to restart.
Let us try again. That works, yes.
Okay. And do you have the
That's
effect, the sharpshooter effect, turned on?
Oh, I was supposed to turn it on. Okay.
See how there's in the effects tab, Oh, I don't have sharpshooter. Hold on, let me see if sharpshooter is. Let me check something. I do. Okay, watch this. Watch this. Boop.
So I just roll as normal. I don't do anything.
Yeah, this should do it. And then if you want to turn it off, just hit the X and it'll go into your inactive effects. And every time you want to use it, you could just turn it on and off. Let's see if it works.
Well, that was almost a 1. Oh my god.
It worked. Okay, roll, and then let's see if it adds the damage automatically.
It does. I see it in front of me.
Yay!
You just did 22 fucking damage in a single hit, and it is dead. Holy shit. I'm so excited about the sharpshooter. Oh, yeah! Okay.
Did that murder them?
Yes, they all go... All these centipedes.
Just disperse.
Just body parts flying to the ground. And then you hear the little mushroom voices around you. It's dinner time!
Enjoy, little ones.
Thank you.
Okay, they didn't mean us. Good. Okay.
No, the centipedes. We love centipedes. It's our favorite.
Hi.
You're our
Glad I
friend.
could-
Hi.
Hi. I'm glad I could help serve
Oh.
you. It actually feels kind of nice to prepare a meal for somebody.
Oh, it was so good.
Why this one scream, please?
Oh, that's called a shrieker. They're really just, they're the worst, man. You can't talk to them. You gotta be careful. There's tons of shriekers throughout here.
How do we avoid them?
Yeah.
I mean, you could just kill them.
Is there any way to stop them from shrieking?
Yeah, you can kill them.
What do?
They just
What?
scream. They just alert everything. Their shriek is so loud, everything within 300 feet can hear them. They're like the
So, like,
perfect alarms. You know, if you were small, like that little Darrow that ran past here just a moment ago, then they wouldn't be alerted.
I thought we were small like the
Oh,
Darrow.
we're small.
All of you were?
Only Jamich was, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of you. I didn't catch all of you eating them. Only a few of you
okay.
went.
Well, then I guess we should all eat them then.
Alright.
All right.
Is there a plus small?
Yes, there is, and I'm gonna.
Is there a plus small? Oh my god.
Yes, there is. I'm gonna try to.
Unlock, would you like to draw any poison from these centipedes before we feed them?
I'm pretty sure these centipedes don't have any toxin. But if you would like me to collect them for dinner later, I know centipedes are a delicacy in some cultures in the Underdark.
I think I'll pass.
Just looking at Ritsu. Nope.
I am going to move these.
Nicole is just like flinging slime off of himself as much as possible right now. He's just like,
It's freaking gross. Okay,
why?
I'm gonna make all of you. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, who am I missing? Oh. Okay, I got this, all of you. I'm gonna put the reduce effect on you and see what happens.
Smobber.
Okay, but how do I make it reduce and not...
I think it's just an effect.
There's 2 of them, though. God damn it, what is happening?
Whoa. While you're figuring that out, I go over to Kothar and I say,
God damn it.
I hope you know that I was aiming my attacks at the creatures, not Nicole.
Othar points to the rapier that has like a worm speared through it, and he's gonna say, I think I trusted you enough to assume that.
Hi, Adrian.
Hi, Anna Zero.
I had a
We
zero.
miss you.
Anazira eats
did.
the
Anna
cat.
Zero killed things that you would have been so proud. Yeah, Anna Zero just digs into the centipedes.
Why can't I choose which one you accept?
I look at Kothar and I go, I appreciate your trust. Sometimes it's hard to tell where it's placed.
Considering what we saw back there, and he just kind of glances back over where
Mhm.
Rapido was, he'll say, "I understand."
Fair.
I'm so frustrated right now. It's supposed to let me choose
You hear
between
that?
enlarge.
Somebody's frustrated.
Let me look at the spell.
I think that's the mushrooms.
Okay, reduce. Okay, you're the size 1/8 of normal. You are now small. You have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saves. And your weapons shrink to match the new size, so now your weapons do 1d4 less damage. But you're small. You also, it doesn't say it here, but I know, according to other stuff, that you have a +5 to your AC because you are now smaller and harder to hit.
We are small.
And let me see if it makes your movements.
Oh, I can just imagine Gnome would say she's just a small guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Little guy.
Just a little guy.
All
That's-
right.
I may get it wrong, but I still think of it.
You got the spirit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Spirit.
We just remix it.
Why are you letting all these centipedes go to waste? It's a perfect juicy meal.
I just look where we come from. Centipedes are delicacy. Like we cook them all the time. It's not a big deal. It's like the insides.
She
It's like
bites
its own
the head off and slurps out the juice.
Yeah, it's like look, we don't
Well-
even have to prepare the sauce. The sauce
Pumbaa
is
and Timon
prepared.
vibes, yeah.
You put everything in your mouth.
Well, are you tempting me? I can put more in my mouth if you want, little one.
That, not, he blushes
think
and
we
looks
should-
away.
The hammer gets
I
hard.
think we should.
James
we
just
should
goes,
save
I'd love
some
to
of them
see
for
that.
the. I think we should save some of them for the fungus around here. They seem to really enjoy them.
We love
Yes.
centipedes.
Take a lot to feed us. So
They have mouths.
We
Oh,
eat
I
it through
don't
our
actually know.
our
It just
skin.
opens up more possibilities. Let's keep going.
Wait, do we all sound like we're on helium? Are our voices like really high pitched?
You all sound like this. Hold on, I actually
Oh,
have.
great.
I have.
Oh no. I don't have a focal pitch thing.
Neither do I.
Okay, everybody. Are you ready?
Oh god.
That sounds demonic.
What? No, I'm a mushroom. I'm mushroom sized. Okay, so you all are shrinking down so you can navigate the fungal glade. Take me seriously, damn it.
You're just a little guy.
I'm just a little guy, okay? Just listen. So, you shrink down. And I'm actually gonna put you into some combat because we're gonna do a chase. So, combat. Oh, wait. I gotta end the combat first. And then we're gonna. Everybody just roll your initiative. Do you know how to do that?
Yep.
Roll your initiative. Por favore.
There's no combat encounter active.
It should put you in the combat tracker.
Oh, god damn
Why
it.
is Buppido here?
Is Buppido here?
God damn it.
In the combat tracker he is.
I rolled
Oh,
out.
that's because his token is named Buppido, but it's
Oh,
actually
okay.
Droki. My bad.
Okay.
A
Oh, the
nat
natural one.
20. Hakuna Matata. Okay. Alright. You see little Droki dashing through. He's like, wait. J-Mitch, it's your turn.
Alrighty then. How far away is this? Is this like proportionate to how far away he would actually be?
Yes.
Cool. You're about to hate me. Because I'm going to first off let's go.
Can we still move the same distance?
It doesn't say that you lose any movement, even though I feel like you should move at half speed. I'm not going to do that to you.
5, 10, 15, 25. I'm gonna go 25 feet.
Okay.
Away from everybody else.
Okay.
I'm going to cutting words on Droki.
Okay. That's just a class feature, right?
Yeah, it just gives them disadvantage.
Okay.
But wait for it. Wait for it. I'm going to cast a spell away from everybody. I'm going to cast Suggestion on Droki and say,
Target Droki and cast it and see if it works.
yeah. What should I say exactly? We'll figure it out.
Tell me what you say. I'm so excited.
Yeah. I got to be careful with my wording on this one.
I can't wait to
Hey.
take what you say.
Hey, stop it. Oh, hi. Hi. Is that you, Rumpedump? It is, yeah. Oh, my name is Stool. We're just small little guys. Oh, I love little guys. You wanna go get out of here after here? I like big guys. Oh, I'll be big one day. Just
What was
wait.
the name of
You should eat the big
the...
mushroom and tell me what you send me.
Rumpadump and Stool are attracted to each other. It's canon.
What was the
Okay.
name of the place where we got this quest for Droki? Was it City Hall or something?
Yeah, it was the Overlake
Stone.
Hold.
It was what?
Overlake Hold. But you also were asked by the Flame Keepers.
Okay.
About the dragon egg.
Right.
Are we going to eat this dragon egg? Like, I'm all for mega-sized
okay.
omelets.
I will say, you will follow us back to the Flame Keepers.
Oh shit, he failed. That was fast.
Ace first.
Party Bard. Party Bard. Party Bard. Party
You will
Bard.
follow us back.
Party
Wait,
Bard.
are you not going to finish the... I mean, you could go back. You don't have to go through the whirling tunnels anymore, and Hemlock's going to be
Yeah.
pissed, but yeah, you don't
I'll
have to.
just- I'll say we follow us back to the Flame Keepers.
It lasts for 8 hours?
And it lasts for 8 hours.
Okay.
We could still go through this dungeon if we want to, but he is following us back
Roll
to the Flame Keepers.
a D100.
And I have to roll a D100.
That's right.
If we live and make it out of here.
If his
Follow us
concentration
back
holds.
to the Flame Keepers.
Roll / roll 1D100.
There we go. Yes. /R1D. There we go. 88. 8's been my lucky number so far.
Let's
Last time I rolled 8s, it was a
see.
fireball.
Okay. Roll 1D6.
Oh boy.
Stop making me roll. It's making me nervous.
Roll 1D6.
1. Is that good?
Lucius, you suddenly feel very light on your feet. And the fly spell has been cast on you. Let me see for how long.
That's so cool.
See, you should have been casting magic this whole time, guys.
Fuck that. No.
Let me see. You are now able to fly, Lucius, and it lasts.
Wait, Lucius can fly?
Yeah, you cast it on Lucius.
Oh, shit.
Oh yes.
Let's see. Concentration. 10 minutes. For the next 10 minutes, you can fly.
Does that interfere with his other concentration he's got on it?
No,
now?
this is a magical.
Okay.
He's not concentrating.
I was like, that's mean.
Trying to ruin it for everyone again.
No, I just want to.
No, that would have made I would have gone with it. That would have made a perfect sense.
No,
if
it's just
that was the
Lucius
rule.
can now fly for the next 10 minutes.
You're good. Awesome. Cool. Well, yeah, that's what I do.
Droki,
Talk with the
who was like,
spiders.
stops in his tracks. He goes, I will follow you. Wait, no, that's not his voice. I will follow you
to Dark Lake Hold?
I said to the Flame Keepers.
Oh, you said to the Flame Keepers?
Yeah,
Sorry.
I said you will follow me. You will follow us back to the Flame Keepers.
I will follow you back
Was my sentence.
to the Flame Keepers.
And he just stands
Do
there.
you have the egg?
He's holding a bag around his
We
shoulder.
we can question him. We cannot do anything hostile towards him, I believe.
He won't answer your questions. He's just
Yeah,
under
he
the.
doesn't have to answer anything, but one thing's for certain. He will follow us back to the Flame Keepers.
And he is wearing a little.
suggestion spell.
Yeah. You said, so yeah, let me link it for you guys.
Was it suggestion or
So,
was it command? Oh, it was suggestion.
It was suggestion.
Hold on, let me read it just so I can make
Magically
sure.
influence creature to hear that hears and understand you. Can't be charmed or is immune. Just must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. I can't ask it to like throw itself off a cliff or anything like that.
Right, so you can't
target
ask
us
it to do anything harmful, but you suggested
yeah,
that he has to follow you back to the Stormkeepers.
Yeah. On a failed save, it pursues the course of action to the best of its ability. The suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. If the suggested activity can be completed in a shorter time, the spell ends when the subject finishes what it was asked to do. So we can
Keep him?
actually stab the fuck out of this guy. You guys can and kill him.
He'll fight back.
But yeah, but he has to follow us back to the Flame Keepers.
Does attacking him break the spell?
Yeah,
That's what I'm.
It says that if you or any of your companions damage the target, that the spell will end.
There we go. That's. I didn't read the ending part. That's right. Okay, so you can't stab him.
Okay.
I lied. No stabby stab.
Cora would like to sleight
We
of
can
hand,
tie. We can bind. We cannot.
and
cannot hurt
she's gonna try to sneakily look through his bag.
Go ahead and cast a sleight of hand.
I'm gonna re-roll that with my inspiration.
You still have
Okay.
bardic inspiration too, by the way.
I used it.
Okay.
I don't think it would have hit during one of my combats. Oh my god.
Okay,
hang
the
on, I think I
first
actually
one-
might have
The
1 second.
first one, I just
Uh-huh.
looked, actually passes his passive perception.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
I didn't know his wisdom was that low.
This guy sucks.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do I see in his bag?
All right, you see some pocket change, a couple of, you see a spell scroll. You don't know what it is because it's rolled up. A couple of potions in there. You see a whole collection of dead vermin, like spiders, centipedes, and various stages of decomposition.
Ew.
You see pages of lizard skin parchment held together between two leather covers from two different books. You catch a glimpse. There's a lot of mad scribbles and formulas. It looks almost like just a weird makeshift spell book. You see a strange lump of black metal made of a material you have never seen before. And you see a copper scroll tube and several pouches that have names on them. Like a little tag, a pouch with a little tag. And you notice one of the names on the pouch says Dorhun. Does anyone remember whose name that is?
One of the giants.
Yeah, wasn't that the giant?
That was one of the giants.
Was that the one who grew 2 heads?
No, he was the one who talked to you.
The living
Brought
apprentice.
you.
The apprentice.
Yes.
Okay.
Can't trust anybody.
He notices because you barely passed his thing. He's gonna go. Not for your eyes. Deliveries must make deliveries. Must see flame keepers. Follow you to flame keepers. No, but also must make deliveries.
Yeah, you're gonna be late on those deliveries, there, buddy.
The Grey Ghosts need their delivery. They need their shiny rock, and the cultists. They need their toenails. They need their toenails and their skin. They need it.
That's unsettling. Listen, we might be able to help you out. Maybe make a deal. You gotta tell us what we want to know, though. Or we can waste your time, and you can follow us back to the Flamekeepers.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
This is not how I planned for this to go, by the way.
13.
You
'cause
had
I am
plans?
bored.
I keep doing that. I need to stop making plans. He kind of narrows his eyes. He goes,
Droki not want trouble. Droki just make deliveries. Have not made deliveries yet. Need to deliver this. Get payments.
What's the shiny thing?
Which shiny thing?
The one that's oddly shaped like an egg? Is it shaped like an egg? Oh. What's the big black thing?
it's a weird misshapen lump of black polished stone.
Okay. Then I'll ask, have you delivered a dragon egg recently?
Dragon egg. No. Who told you about dragon egg?
Yeah. I guess we'll ask the Flamekeepers.
Flamekeeper, stupid.
Yeah, but you're gonna follow us back to them.
I don't know. I don't have it anymore. It's gone.
Where did it go?
Did you deliver it to? Would you mind telling us?
They'll kill Droki.
What if we protect Droki?
I look over at Anazira.
Yeah.
As he says,
Look,
we'll kill
She's
Droki.
gonna take. You know, I've never tried Darrow before. I hear they are quite delicious, especially if you saturate them in certain sauces. Do you think maybe? And she starts poking it with a scaly nail. Do you think maybe this one tastes good in soy sauce, or perhaps a horseradish? I don't know. Let's
I bet
try.
Hemlock would have an opinion on how it would taste.
I don't eat Darrow because Darrow are people and we don't eat people, Anazira. But I do poison people and I can't poison him.
If we keep you safe, will you tell us who you delivered it to?
You're not Darrow. You would keep Darrow safe. Lies, 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 lies.
I can barely keep this party safe.
Look, I trade.
He rummages through and he holds out like a rat from the tail.
Here, part of Droki's special collection.
What would you need to trade to tell us where the egg is?
That would put Droki life in danger.
So a
Loki
lot.
life already danger.
You don't understand.
Right.
Gray ghosts are mean. They torture. Oh shit.
Oh, so
Droki
the
didn't
Grey
say
Ghost is
anything.
not-
No,
Grey
no,
Ghost
no,
said-
no, no. Droki didn't say nothing. No, no, no. Droki gonna get tortured.
Grab a drink and get ready to party!
No!
Yes!
Why do you rate? Okay, you rated me right when I was role playing as a crazy dwarf. Welcome everybody. We're playing Out of the Abyss Rampage. Thank you so much for that raid. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons. I am the dungeon master.
And so, in conclusion.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
In conclusion,
I
that's a mood.
She's going back to debate.
In conclusion, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, and the party has just captured a little cretin that they've been chasing, and they're interrogating him. And that's why I'm talking like a crazy person, because this is a crazy person, and that was a really, really awkward timing. But did you know you can grant your favorite player inspiration with $10 or 1,000 bits? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. All right.
She's not crazy, just the character.
The character is out of his mind.
Wow.
Most of the characters in this game are, but yeah.
That's
No,
right.
don't worry about that.
That's right.
Droki, you're in luck. Because if you tell us which one of the gray guys that you gave that egg to, then we'll probably protect you.
You obviously know nothing of Grey Ghosts. They don't show their faces. They're just hooded and duh.
Then how did you find them?
I am their contact.
Oh, good.
I meet them in spot. I give them, they give me, and then I go on my way. Ask no questions.
What's the
What
spot?
they give you.
They give me stuff. Stuff that's worth money. Sometimes potions, sometimes spell scroll, sometimes gems.
Metal?
Metal?
Sometimes metal.
Coins.
Black metal.
Oh, black metal. Oh, this. Oh, this not for Grey Ghosts, this for cultists.
What is?
This. I don't know what this is, but they want it. They've been asking for it from all over the world. They have a big one of these, and they want to put them all together. They also want
And
these. And he pulls up the bag that has Darun on it.
Can we do it like
Or
some
it's
sort
gonna
of
look
check on
inside
the
the-
metal to see what it is?
Yeah. Oh wait, I might be saying. Hold on. Who's he delivering what to? Oh, I'm so sorry. The lump of black metal that is going to the Grey Ghosts. I thought that was to the cultists. Never mind. He says all that same stuff, but about the cultists. My bad.
And so he doesn't pull out the extra pouch.
Yeah, that's if you're gonna talk to him about the cultists.
Well, can we do a check to see what the metal is after he shows it?
I mean, he won't let you touch it, but you
Like
don't.
just an
recognize-
inspection or whatever.
Well,
like,
yeah. Go ahead and
from a
roll.
distance.
And Retsu, were you raising your hand?
No, sorry.
Uh-oh.
Somebody raided me.
Oh. You've never seen this before in your life.
Not so.
Okay,
I'll
guys.
just say what need for.
No, they don't
Oh,
talk to
sorry.
me.
The Grey Ghost. The
Yeah, Grey Ghost. They don't tell me. They just want. If I find, I bring.
Where find?
I found this on the ground.
Insight
ground?
check.
Which ground?
Go ahead and roll. Which ground? Ground. It doesn't tell me where he fucking found it in the module, guys.
On the ground.
On the ground. Hold on, let me actually skip
I'm
ahead.
just fine.
Let me
Check
let me skip
too.
ahead because it might give. I might have read about what this is, and I just didn't refresh myself. So hold on. Hold on. This is such, guys. This chapter was so big. Like above
not
national
stopping.
average big.
Above the national average.
Yeah, above the national.
Slightly above the national average.
Let me see. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Where is it? Where is it? I know it's here. One sec. I found the spot. Now let me just read it real quick.
Laura's gonna go around the corner out of sight. And she's going to disguise herself as Buppido. And she's gonna come back and start spouting shit about Dean Karazhan in front of
Dean
Dropi and
Karazhan.
see what he
Okay,
says.
first, okay. Back up. Before you do that, I want to mention that Cora, as you look at that little shard, that the material is giving you an aberration vibe.
Oh.
And it looks
from
like it's a
the-
fragment of something larger, but it's got an aberration vibe. But yeah, you start coming around the corner.
Vibes.
And what do you
Dean
say?
Karazhan, rise again.
What?
Do we all know this is Cora?
We?
Do you?
We might think this is
Uh,
Buppido.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, are you? Do you have?
I haven't
you
said
wanna roll
anything.
Perception.
She just
Well, I
Yeah.
think
You can
Yasm was
maybe-
back far enough to see it, probably. So potentially.
Yogi
Oh,
looks at
gosh.
you as Buppido completely like not like he doesn't recognize him as an individual, but he hears Dean Karazhan.
Blasphemy! Blasphemy! That murder god died! That murder god is in the abyss forever! Abyss forever!
What is the abyss?
Dirinki wins! Dinkarazan loses! Dirinki wins! Dirinki wins!
Somebody write that down. Somebody write that down.
Almost like maybe okay.
I do happen to know that gods and goddesses can come back to life because that's what happened to my goddess.
What happened to
Cora's
your
going
god?
to
Dinkarazan dead forever!
This fairy actually
Dinkarazan murder
was
god!
dead until recently.
Murder god!
She's gonna change back and then laugh like it's just the funniest thing she's ever like.
That's what I thought. Blasphemy.
Darinki? Who Darinki?
Dirinki is god of all Darrow. Dinkarazan was his twin brother, but Dirinki killed him, tricked him,
right.
killed him, threw him away, trapped him in abyss, and became lord of all Darrow.
Right, that was the god that betrayed Moradin.
Morden. Ugly dwarf.
It takes one to know one.
Yeah.
Well, group huddle. Group huddle, everybody. Let's figure this out.
You see, he doesn't
Lucius
want to
just
be there,
floats
but
over.
he's forced to kind of stand near you.
Listen. Why don't we give him the super cool metal black weird stuff to give to the gray ghosts? Then when they're in the middle of making their deal, we pounce. And then we have the gray ghosts tell us where the dragon egg is.
Or
Mm-hmm.
and Cora reaches into and she has her little dust of disappearance in her hands.
Remember they said something about invisible alarms?
A shrieker alarm, but small.
That doesn't work. We have all kinds of words because dirty Durgar like to go invisible. So we make special words. They sound if you go invisible.
Is there any way to be invited in?
Invited in.
Of
So that
course,
way
but we are guests
alarms.
of the wonderful, I forgot your name, Drakir?
Droki.
Droki. We're the guests of Droki.
Droki has no guess. That would never work.
Oh, but when you're following us to the point, kind of looks like we're your guests. Sorry, Droki.
They'll
Kinda
attack.
looks
They
like we're
know
part of the
I
crowd.
can't be
You're
followed.
just
That's the reason why they gave me these magical
You're
boots
just
of
one
speed.
of the guys.
Did he say magical boots of speed?
What? I didn't say anything.
Wait, what?
Mm.
Sorry, I was busy making a joke. What happened?
Mm.
I think he just said he has magical boots of speed.
Magical boots of speed, Droki?
What? No.
Oh, come on. Don't play coy. I looked down at
No,
his
they were
boots.
present. Don't. No.
Be seen as hostile if we took that from him.
No, I wouldn't.
Mine. If
I
you
would feel
want them,
bad.
you'll have to kill me.
Listen, you can keep your boots if
Oh.
we're your guests.
Look, it's just not gonna work. They know. They're gonna kill Droki. They're gonna drag him through the coals. Poor Droki.
The coals are pretty hot.
Yeah, that's the point.
Imagine what the flame keepers would do. You don't got a lot of options here, Mr. Droki. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. You got yourself in quite a little rock and a hard place, you know what I mean?
What if Cora Droki?
Oh, like that trick you just did.
Yes. And she does it again. And she turns into Droki.
Like a heist.
Yeah.
Like a thieves' den heist.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I like this one.
Oh, that could be fun.
Mhm.
But if we do it, Droki keeps boots.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
As long as we keep.
Make a deception check and Droki's gonna roll inside.
Cora
About the
does
boots?
intend to let him. She intends to let him keep the boots.
Yeah, you can have the boots.
I don't need to. You don't. I'm not rolling deception.
Please, I
so
already
it
got
doesn't-
him in another campaign.
He
Fine.
rolled 8. He believes you.
You let Droki keep boots? And then
And-
what? What do you want to? What's the plan?
That's the
They
fun.
pay. They're gonna pay Droki lots for these toenail clippings and for this rock.
That's the fun part about this, Strokey. We don't have to tell you jack shit.
You
Are
know,
the toenail clippings bag that he's holding up the one that's labeled Dorhoon?
yes.
Okay.
But let's go
the-
with Cora's idea.
But wait, to the cultists? Or no, sorry, to the gray
What
ghosts?
what did he offer
The
for the Grey
toenails?
Ghost? I thought it was just the metal.
Rock.
For the gray ghosts, toenails for the cultists.
Okay.
There's
What?
2 groups that live here.
We'll follow up on the cultists later.
First, egg. Need egg.
I don't
Yes.
have the egg. I already gave it to them.
Yeah. Well, I know, but we
Grey
go to
Ghost
them, they
egg.
go. Yeah, we go up the chain.
Okay.
Deal? Ow. Claws are pokey.
He starts chewing on him. To
All right, let's go,
commemorate,
guys.
friend, I
Oh.
give each of you gift, and he starts handing you all a rodent or some kind of creature at different levels of decomposition. He hands like a rotted like centipede to Cora. He gives a bat that's kind of fresh to Lucian. He just starts passing out all the things. Now we are allies.
Yes.
Cora puts it in her wing.
Wunderbar.
And
Here, you can have mine, Cora. He kind of like secretly
She-
passes it to her.
she takes it, and she's gonna give him a gold coin in return.
Oh, just sell one for a gold.
Hold, please.
Wow. This is twice the amount of gold that I've ever had at once.
Now that I add this, and then he pulls up his little pocket change. He only has like a gold and some silver.
Oh,
He puts
Wait,
the
wait,
gold
wait,
in.
wait, wait, wait. Pause. You sold a dragon egg for less than a gold?
No, I already moved what I got in return.
What did you get?
I got stuff that I sold, and then I took that money and I used it to feed some Darrow in the West Cleft district.
Oh, that's very nice of you. I was
Like
just
Robin Hood.
very curious. Anyway, yeah, let's do this shit.
Jokey friends in West Clef?
Yes, we're going to overthrow the entire Gracklestig.
Do you need more food for them?
I mean, we always need more food.
Yasmin will give him another 2 gold.
All right, let's stop giving Droki gold until after we've completed the job.
Droki
All right?
thinks you guys are his best friend now.
Cora like actually loves him a lot.
I'm not giving up suggestion on him though. Jamich does not.
No, you
trust
should
Droki.
not give up
I
suggestions.
cannot
I want to
believe.
make this very clear.
I cannot
It is
believe
very
you
much
guys
concentrated
are
on.
making friends with Droki.
We made friends with a
He
rock.
gave her a
now we
gift.
picked
She thinks
Strokey.
they're friends.
This is insane. You guys are making the most unique Out of the Abyss campaign ever.
That's
All right,
what we do.
let's go.
Wait.
Help.
We're
Huh?
we're going to go
We're
talk to
going-
Grey Ghosts with the contact, but how many are there?
Lots.
Because if
Like,
there's lots and this can
ballpark.
turn south, we might need to take a rest.
Rest.
We got plenty
well,
of time.
When?
let's see. Let's see. If we go a little bit more forward, let me look at the map here.
He's just like looking at the.
I'm so
Yes.
glad Droki has a map. Our last navigator went into a mushroom and never came
Never
back.
came back.
Hold
Look at me, guys. I can fly. Wee. And you see them just flying.
Oh, that's right. You can fly.
like reply.
What the
Where the
fuck?
fuck did that come from?
Or it's like you don't have to rub it in.
So, the next.
Imagine if
oh,
Cora
imagine
got
if Cora
fly.
got
Oh
fly.
I know.
Oh.
Oh. So, if we go this way a little bit more, we gotta pass the. Wow, you guys are gonna. You're gonna use Droki. He's gonna show you all the shortcuts. Holy shit. I'll be damned.
Do we only go through like a quarter of the
Yeah,
biggest dungeon
so
thus far?
well, so he can do the little. I have a path. I actually gives me a map of his path. You guys are supposed to go
we're
through like
taking these
there was a whole like chase scene planned, and you just in one turn
Follow
just-
us.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
change the whole thing.
You don't have to keep talking about it. It's fine.
So the next couple places are not good rest places. We might need to rest back in, not right here, but where. And he gestures to where you were talking to the Myconids. That's probably safest place, but we could be attacked. There's lots of creatures that make this place their home.
Well, if it's the best place, I guess we'll have to do.
We're going to fight the Grey Ghosts. We need our strength.
Yes.
The Grey Ghosts are nothing. You should see the cultists.
We'll tackle them at a later date.
They live here. You're going
Here.
to find them before you find the Grey Ghosts.
Oh.
Oh, Jai.
They're all
In
here.
that case, we should.
I tried to tell you.
prepare With
What? What?
I
God.
I'm sorry.
Well, God.
Lost in translation.
I'll show you. And he looks down at the ground and he draws he draws in the sediment a stick figure. And then he looks at you and he gestures at it and makes sure you're all looking. And then with a big toothy grin, he draws another head popping out of the neck.
That's what happened to the giants.
Yeah, the cultists did that to the giants. And then he pulls up the toenails.
Why are the cultists doing this?
Or wants to inspect the toenails.
Okay, you gotta take it from him though.
She's just gonna.
They're in a bag, so you only know
in
his
a
toenails
bag?
because he keeps saying toenails, but you don't
Yeah.
actually see what's in there.
Can Cora see? Just look.
He opens it, but he doesn't hand it. He just says, "Toenails and skin."
So she's gonna. Can she just peer inside?
Yeah,
to
it's
the
giant toenails and skin. Magic ritual.
From giants?
Yeah, they're
specifically?
giant.
So they're from giants.
Yeah. Make ritual. Cause madness. Also, cultist and big, doofy, stupid Durgar laird guy. Make bad beer.
Laird is cultist.
Laird work with cultist.
Why?
Laird want to take Gracklestug.
King?
Yes, king. Not like Deep King. Want to be new Deep King.
Do you have
Sir,
any?
the double-headed
You said
one.
you said you were rebelling. What do you want?
Darrow want to take Gracklestug away. Take it back. Serve Dirinka and two-headed one.
Does the consort have anything to do with your rebellion?
Consort.
Shawl?
Pretty lady.
Talking about
Pretty, yes.
I see pretty lady down here sometimes. I don't know who she is though.
Uthar's very interested now all of a sudden.
Pretty lady.
the mace
She
begins to
work-
hard.
She not work for cultist, but make deal.
She makes deals
Sounds like
with
there's a lot of moving
Cultists
parts.
don't like her much, but tolerate her.
Make deal. Distract king.
I don't know what their deal is. I know she work with, but not for. And I know cultists don't like, but respect power. She represents God.
Droki very smart.
Thank you, Droki.
Well, it hasn't.
That's right. Droki, pay attention. Stay alive.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Pay
we
attention,
appreciate your
stay
attention.
alive.
Yeah.
So if
Same
we rest,
Cora. Same.
will you stay with us?
He has his own things.
I have to stay.
Yeah, we understand that.
I have to stay. Can't not
But
leave.
you know, don't
So Droki is
don't
currently
be a
under.
stranger.
Droki is under your spell. He cannot refuse right now.
Right.
I don't think Droki knows if he would stay or go at this point because he is fully compelled. He isn't aware that the spell ends in 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know how that
Yeah,
works. So, to ask him if he would stay even after the spell wears off, he couldn't answer that. Now, what you could do is just cast it again and risk, or you could tie it. Like, there's, I mean, you could do whatever you want, but he can't answer that. He couldn't even answer it truthfully because he truthfully, right now, he is compelled to follow you.
Jamich will reach into his jacket, and he will say, "Well, I'm not going to lift the spell because, quite frankly, we just met you, and trust is hard to come upon."
There's a spell? What?
Yeah. Oh, you would know that. He would know that he's being compelled, right?
Oh, I don't think he would know until after he's done being compelled. I don't know.
I don't know how suggestion works, actually.
I know that after like the friend spell is over, after the effect is over,
Yeah.
then they're aware. So
This
I
is a-
usually think that he knows that it's after.
Okay, I will have to look that up because that is important. But yes, you're currently under one of my spells. The sentence where I said you have to follow us back to the Flame Keepers. You are compelled to do that until I.
Droki knows spells too.
Very cool.
Cora sees spells. Cora sees spell scroll in bag.
Oh, yes. This is Droki's spell, see invisibility. But Droki memorized some spells too.
And he goes, and you see a second Droki appear next to him.
Ooh.
Like Cora.
Awesome.
Yes. I can
Well-
also make it very dark in here.
Oh,
I
let's
can
not do
also-
that right now.
I can also scare everybody so badly they must run away. And I can also make noise so loud it makes ears bleed and stone crack.
I know a couple of those too.
And I have this spell book.
Wizard.
And can you do it safely in this area?
No, we don't need a demonstration. We do not need a demonstration. What we need is just for Droki to know that if you want to remain friends even after the spell is lifted, you're more than welcome to. And I give him a gold star.
I don't know what this means.
It means you're a leader, you hear Stool say.
Leader. Droki never lead anybody before.
Roki sound leader for Westcliff.
Droki just humble servant. Savants are leaders. Savants are our council. Magical Darrow. Represent Darrow in Cracklestook. But one savant, secretly cultist, bring two-headed God to Cracklestook.
Are you talking about the Demogorgon?
Yeah. Demogorgon.
And he points at the drawing he made
coming
on the
here.
ground.
We bring Demogorgon here.
Did he say anything?
Here?
About... Just kidding.
We make
Here?
here. Cracklestook.
Right here.
Here we are under Cracklestook right now. Cracklestook up there. We summon two-headed God. Destroy Cracklestook. Darrow take over and worship two-headed one. God of insanity.
Yeah, I can see him destroying a town.
He did destroy.
You can see it.
I'm not gonna tell him that.
Let's carry on. We'll fight the cultists on the way to the Grey Ghosts and get the dragon egg and overthrow the totalitarian government that's here. Hopefully, instate a new king, and I'll make it back to the Flamekeepers by dinner.
What meat for summon, Demogorgon?
Sacrifices and chaos. We must make whole city chaos. Must make whole city mad. We make them mad.
Well, it looks like you're doing a fine job so far.
Thank
Mad
you. That means a
with
lot.
beer, laird. Mad with head, giant.
Yes. Yes.
Jokey, very smart.
I'm gonna make a
Phrasing.
little insight check real quick. Droki looks at Cora, calling him smart, and suddenly he kind of like gets quiet, swallows, spits in his hand, and starts like smoothing his hair.
That's right. Doki very smart. Fast. Doki have boots of speed. Make me very fast.
Aura noticed Droki very fast.
He blushes.
We follow Droki, but Droki too fast.
It's okay. I'll slow down so you can keep up.
Droki's so nice.
Droki has officially developed a crush on Cora.
Amazing. Okay, I would like to perception to see if she's like noticed
If
this.
she's saying this intentionally to manipulate him.
To play with it.
Oh,
or
you
if-
know exactly
oh,
what's
shit.
happening.
He absolutely knows what's going on. Okay.
You know what's
Jamich looks down at Cora with the biggest amount of pride swelling in his heart. He's like,
Can I just say that my throat hurts so bad?
I don't know why you picked that voice. I have no idea why you picked that voice.
Maybe because you didn't think she'd be using it this long.
I love Droki. I was like not that enthusiastic about having to play another Darrow, but this has been great. Droki, look at I think it's crazy. You guys hated Bapudo immediately. You hated him immediately.
Yeah.
Droki is nowhere here. Does it say that he can become a companion? And here you go. Here you guys go.
See Doodle. He
No,
literally
we love
has
people who like
OP with amazing spells. Why wouldn't we?
He is
Yeah,
pretty
he's
OP. He's actually
He
pretty
didn't
OP.
stare at Cora while they were sleeping yet, so...
Also, Yasmin's secretly wondering whether or not Bapado's actually dead.
That's also fair.
Yeah.
You know this is absolutely not Bapudo.
Right.
No, not.
Oh, Cora.
I don't mean that.
Because you saw Cora turn into him.
Who was that, by the way?
Oh.
Is that your other boyfriend, ex-boyfriend?
No, someone not nice to Cora.
Who would not be nice to beautiful, beautiful Cora?
He just smiles.
Ront is sitting there keeping his mouth shut because he knows what the deal
Yeah.
is, but he's like looking down at him like a father. He's
Did he take the shrink mushrooms as well? Like, so is
all
he
of you. Yeah,
really
I'm. He
looking over?
no. He's. Oh yeah, you're all tiny right now. That's so funny. You see Ront? No, you're all shrunken.
Even Ront's shrunken.
Nicole, what are you checking?
Oh, I was just trying to see if Nicole understood what was going on with Cora and
Yeah,
Droki.
you can tell Droki has a crush on Cora, and Cora knows it and is going to use that. Now, the question is, can Droki woo Cora? Will Cora develop feelings? Now I have to do some fan art. Actually, I think there's a picture of Droki. You want
there's
to?
Droki,
Oh, I
but then
forgot.
also-
Droki
A new
is.
ship, chat? New ship?
Hold
question
on.
mark?
I have a description of Droki.
Cora has literally all of us being overprotective of her, so he has to earn a lot of.
Jamich is
okay.
so happy.
approval.
Do you want
It's
to hear what
happening.
Droki sound like? I'll describe him to you and then show you the picture.
Sure.
Droki is dressed in rags styled as an imitation of a fancy jacket, wearing a wide-brimmed hat with 2 tentacles from a displacer beast sewn into the hat's crown. Here he is.
So hard to see.
Hold on.
It's hard to see.
Gotta
I'm gonna
find-
Google him without giving away
Okay.
anything.
Here, I'm gonna put it up on my big
I love it.
screen. Yeah, he's like... There's Droki.
Actually, kind of adorable.
Yeah, he's kind of adorable.
He is kind of adorable.
He's
bet-
definitely more attractive than Buppido.
This is Buppido. Buppido is in the front of the whole,
Oh wow.
Oh.
Why?
I don't know. I
Why?
don't know.
Don't they want to sell their books? I don't get it.
Why? Shadow, you're right. So, Droki leads you back to the little area that is just outside the fungal glade, where you unpack the few survival things that you decided to bring with you. Hemlock can't cast Goodberry, but I'm pretty sure... Did you guys bother bringing rations and stuff?
We got mushrooms to eat.
Oh, yeah.
I
there's-
think so because we were like the whole party's coming.
Oh, I forgot to say. Also, like, yeah, this fungal forest is chock full of mushrooms. You are so... Droki shows you. He brings Cora. Cora, come on, I'll show you. And there's just a forest of edible mushrooms. He said, but don't drink the water. The water really bad. Oh.
The new ship name from chat is Dracora.
Yeah. Dracora arc.
Dracora?
Dracora arc start. No.
How do you drink water? I usually don't stay here. How long do you need rest? Short rest? Long rest?
Let's go for a shorter one.
Short rest will give us how many like hit points back?
As many hit die as you have to roll.
I also have a feature.
Song of Rest?
Yeah, Song of Rest, which would give you an extra 1d6.
Yeah, go. Okay, so everybody roll your hit die. Any
Extra 1d6 per hit die, or just
No,
in total?
Just in total.
Just 1d6.
So heal up.
Oh, it's still unscathed.
Also, I collected 2 arrows from that last encounter.
Okay.
Because I expended 5.
So this traditionally was Jamich putting like smelling salts and different like herbs and spices into a heating pot, like and it was going to be like a smelling salts of rest or whatever.
You trying to wake people up from unconsciousness?
Yeah, well, it was more like, hey, here's like it's like
Like
smelling
aroma.
oils.
Oh,
It's like, hey,
aromatherapy.
It's
Okay.
an aroma. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like
not
aromatherapy.
smelling salts are like a jarring way to wake somebody up.
But he can't do that anymore. So what Jamich is going to do instead is he's going to take out his flute.
He plays the flute.
And
He's a flautist?
no, or sorry, his whistle stick, and he's gonna play, blah blah blah.
Roma.
Black sheep,
Oh.
have you
Oh.
any wool? Yes,
I went in a
sir,
completely
yes.
different direction. I got excited there.
He's not very good at the whistle stick. He's still a beginner. But appreciates the collaboration, nonetheless.
All right. You guys take your little rest. That
Hang on, I
means
just want to double check that I did it right. So,
when you hit short rest, you can select
Yeah,
how
I
many hit
did.
die you spend.
can
I rolled a
spend
hit die
all of my
by
hit
mistake.
die?
If you want.
Can I
So-
keep rolling hit die? Because I'm like pretty injured.
Yeah, you can
Like, I
roll
don't
as
know how
many
that
as you
works.
have. You have as many hit die
Oh.
as levels that you have. So you have 5
Okay.
hit die
Oh.
total.
Pack up the full
Okay,
from one.
and then do I get to add bardic inspiration to all of them or just one?
You
Just
don't
one.
use Bardic
Just one.
Inspiration. Oh, you use the Song of Rest.
sorry, Song of
once.
Rest.
Yeah,
That's
you
Song
do
of
that
Rest
once.
is just an extra d6.
All
tacked
right,
on.
let me see if you guys get into an encounter while you're resting.
As Jamich is playing the song, Kothar's just going around treating burn wounds from the lightning and the fireball.
Yeah.
I know this is going to sting, Jamich, but
It's okay. I'm a dwarf. I can take it. Ow! Gosh! You you poked right on the heart, the
I'm not
most
trying
burnt
to.
part. The
Right.
most burnt part.
You guys
I have
did
to spread
not
it
get
around.
attacked.
We were not? Yay.
Yeah, you were able
Just
to
finding it
just...
cold here.
Ah, it's cold,
You
dude.
do hear
Ouch.
the strange sounds of skittering and creatures because you can tell that this network of caverns kind of overlaps each other. There's lots of secret passages, and you hear very strange sounds, skittering sounds, and bestial calls. You even think you might have heard in the far distance a screech of a frog, but you're not sure.
Thought you were going to say someone singing Buppadoo, Buppadoo, Buppadoo.
You killed
And we're trying to make sure Cora's with
Buffalo.
us.
You killed Buffalo, remember? And I think even though we're still got 30 minutes, I think this is where we're going to wrap things up today because now that I know what you guys, the direction you guys are taking this, I've got a lot of prep to do. Lots of maps to make, characters to memorize, and I think that Hemlock will want to be around for your encounter with Grey Ghosts and Cultists, and I feel really, really
Is
glad.
Anazira also back next week?
Hopefully.
Party next week? I hope so too.
I will say I'm not certain of my participation the next 2 weeks because I might have something happening.
Okay. No
So,
problem.
yeah.
I'll be
I
Ashton then.
don't even know the person who's told me I have to do it knows if I'm doing it or not, so it's
Okay.
just kind of incompetent.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. You guys did a freaking amazing job. I did not expect most of that.
I'm so happy that I finally got an encounter that I could solve with my words.
What do you mean?
I'm
You
so happy.
completely ended the encounter with the giant when you were just like, run. And he got all of those.
That was damage. That's different. I wanted to, because Jameis wants to end things peacefully, and this is like the
Oh.
first time he's able to do that without anybody
Yeah.
fucking getting murdered.
You guys
This is
fucking
great.
made friends with Droki. I thought
This
you
is
were
progress.
gonna just. I thought it was gonna be like a chase. Like he was 30 feet. Now you guys have to go after him. And you're. I thought you were gonna go on a wild. This was the wild goose chase that Hemlock saw in the guts.
Right.
Oh.
Guess the guts were not that accurate.
Guess
It was a chase.
We didn't do XP, I don't think, or loot
Oh,
because we
yeah.
went over last week.
Well, I gave you the loot from Buffalo.
Buffalo, but we didn't get any XP. from
Sorry,
Buffalo.
Oh,
XP.
XP from Buffalo. Okay.
Or like money if there was any. Actually, no.
The
you
money.
gave us
There
No,
was
we-
money.
we got the
Yeah, we
money.
got the
Yeah.
money.
Oh, yeah.
There was cash too. It's just they already
We
split
split
it.
it evenly.
So you
Yeah.
should have like 1,000
Yeah,
gold
but-
or something crazy.
She also has all the flawless rubies.
Everybody should have gotten 500 gold,
Let me figure out how much.
and then a bunch of like
XP I'm
miscellaneous
gonna do for
copper,
that.
silver, and stuff like that.
Let me see. Let me see. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Hold on. I'm getting my calculator out.
Shadow Tiger says, "At least Jamich can't smell the burnt flesh." Too soon. Too soon.
No.
All right, all of you get 333 experience points from last week. And I guess I can figure out how many experience points you get from all these motherfuckers.
333 was that it?
Yes. The centipedes weren't that much. Clear. And 66 XP from this little encounter you just had. And we are 1/3 the way to the mystery monster. Will we get there next week?
Whoa. Okay, so how much XP do y'all have?
2707.
Got
Okay.
7207.
Oh, 72. Did I say 27?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's fine. I have a thing with numbers.
It's okay.
7207. Okay. I should always be 500 XP behind you guys.
I'm looking at it like 7207 out of 14,000, but like it's like this tiny little smidgen and it's confusing me.
No. It's so
Yeah,
small.
because we just leveled.
Yeah, it's okay. You're not supposed like you guys are so fucking powerful for this point. I'm having to like beef up mobs for you just to make it a challenge and to give you like
Yeah, level. The way D&D 5e is set up is the first 5 levels are supposed to be like you're a novice adventurer, and then level 5 is like you're a real adventurer now.
yeah.
Go do real adventure shit.
And the most dangerous thing to us has been ourselves over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But today you just made someone fly. So
Yeah.
Lucius, you got to fly like a little dragon.
It was like being like Lumi, who is semi
Lumi can't
in
fly.
the spirit realms.
I don't think Lumi can fly. Eventually he might.
Missed Lumi today.
It's more like being like Hemlock, you know?
Oh yeah.
She floats around and
Wouldn't it be funny if you cast it on him?
I can
Wow,
fly without my wings.
This is useless.
Well, this wasn't very helpful.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Who are you giving your golden buzzers to? Lucius.
I am giving my golden buzzer to
Plaza, can you post the thing? Chat.
I believe Elfane because of her dedication to her character. She was very emo about losing Pepito, and she kind of, you know.
And she's hitting on Droki. Everybody, click
And she's
that
befriended.
poll in the chat. Vote for your favorite MVP today, or the player that you think stood out the most in either combat, strategy, role play, just whatever you think, whatever you desire.
Whoever
go
your
vote.
favorite is.
Okay, so one vote to Elephane, Buffalo, and who are you giving yours to?
I'm gonna give mine to Yaslin for the talk that they had with Korra. I thought it was very eloquent and it made perfect sense and it was like, for me, I love it when I'm like a third party to a good conversation that 2 other characters had, because it makes all 3 characters like have a growth character development moment, and it led to a really cool moment where we all like made a war cry or like a hey, we trust each other cry thing. So I liked it, so I'm giving that to Pradix.
Okay, Pradix. Sorry, Kurutsu, go ahead.
Korra for essentially seducing Droki.
Elephane?
I'm gonna give it to Buff for the suggestion and allowing this all to be possible.
Yaslin?
Bards aren't useless.
Need someone to seduce people. And
Yeah.
this time it was the Kenku.
It was a Kenku. Tomorrow it could
Yeah.
be anybody.
I
Pradix.
think I'm gonna go with Korra because of the dressing up as Buppido, as well as the seducing and the stuff at the start. So overall, Korra.
All right.
Elephant.
JTC.
Buff for letting us skip through 90% of this dungeon.
Chico.
That's a positive for you? God damn it.
It's creative. It's ingenious.
So we have 2 for Buff and 3 for Elephane? Is that what I'm counting?
And 1 for Pradix.
And 1 for Pradix? I just mean, okay. Okay.
Yeah, the ones who are in front.
Elephane, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm checking the straw poll.
Also, a quick question about mechanics.
Yes?
I know you covered it when you were doing session 0 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
If we die, do we take up the level that we're currently at, or do we start at level 1?
You start at the level that you died at, but with 0 XP in that level.
Got it. Cool.
That would have like 7,000 experience if someone died now and rolled a new character.
No, 7,000 I think is all the experience you've gained up to this point.
Yeah.
You would just be
I
at...
thought that
No, it doesn't start at 0 every time. It's weird.
I thought level 5 was 7,000 experience. That's what I'm saying.
Then I wouldn't be level 5 right now.
Oh, good point.
So level.
So probably
You
about
start
6,000
at the
or so.
very beginning of the level. That's what happens.
Level 5 is 6,500, not 7,000. So you'd be at 6,000.
Yeah, you start at 6,500. All right, and Elephant, you've also won the popular vote, and what I'm gonna do means I'm gonna let you give an inspiration to a person of your choosing.
Oh. Well, I voted for Buff, so I'll give it to Buff.
All right, who was second place in the poll? So, J-Mitch, you get an inspiration. Elephant, you get an inspiration. Thank you all. We also you
Yay.
get to keep your boon, and if you get the next boon next week, that will also stick with you. But I really want you to get to the monster because that's
We
gonna
should
be fun.
probably put the boon in the treasury as well, so remember it.
I'll remember it. Don't worry. You'll remember it because the mushrooms are gonna be like, "Hi, how are you?
Thanks for the gut.
Thanks for the guts."
This was a really fun session.
This was fun.
Agreed.
What was your favorite part of it, so I could try to recreate it?
I got to fly.
That one moment made this
Yes.
whole session for you. Oh. Oh.
I did like how you handled us going off and doing something you weren't.
I kind of feel like I was
so-
giving you strong railroady, like, oh, don't go that way. But that was only because that would have taken us in such a different direction. You would have missed Droke. It would have been weird. But yeah, I had a lot of fun.
I think I liked the maybe like just the casual role playness of it all, to just be able to play off each other. It's always really fun for me.
Yeah, you guys have amazing chemistry. It's fucking rad. All right, guys. There's a whole bunch of sushi waiting for me, and I've been thinking about it this entire time.
Is that why we ended early?
No, it's because
I-
I don't have the next bit. I thought you were going to actually get into a fight here, and fight usually takes a long time. So, yeah.
Oops.
I need to start prepping 2 weeks ahead of schedule, just in case.
Oops, hee hee, halo overhead.
All right, guys. Please
Say
follow
bye,
my
guys. Bye,
wonderful chat or my wonderful cast. They're amazing. Bye, everybody. All right, guys. Let's end this.